Hello. It is I. Once again. Back to streaming. I am the Bruce Wayne of Azure Lane, OG investigator. And I'm just doing a sound check real fast because I want to make sure I actually have sound. I've been trying to so fun fact, I've been trying to reboot my laptop. Not reboot. Hard reboot the hard drive of my gaming laptop cuz I have two laptops. Well, one is not technically a laptop, it's a notebook. Okay, wait, sound check. I've been trying to so fun fact, I've been trying to reboot. Okay, I have sound. Sound is good. Oh, Speedy. Hello. And XV says, hello, Bruce Wayne. Hello, XV. How are you today? I got no time today, bro. Sorry. It's all good, Speedy. It's all good. Do what you gotta do, man. We all, as men, we all have stuff we have to do. It's true. So, no worries. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, no, wait. Please don't tell me I lost my video. Oh, so I was saying something about rebooting the hard drive, wasn't I? Yes, I was saying something about rebooting the hard drive. Said, talk to you, dude. It's all good, Speedy. And 47 Brang Sen says, hello. Hello, Brang Sen. How are you today? Oh my gosh. Did I just lose BlueStacks? BlueStacks, don't do this to me, please. We were just getting along so well over vacation. I did all kinds of testing with BlueStacks, and okay, now it's working for me, it says. Okay, never mind. Now BlueStacks is working for me. Oh, by the way, I was going to get, so I was looking at new games I was going to download, because I was like, you know, oftentimes there's another game I would like to explore or stream. And one of those games, to me, was... By the way, I happen to be drinking some very nice white wine. One of those games to me was Honkai Star something. I cannot remember it, but someone mentioned it to me, and I was like, Honkai Star Raid or something like that. But I may start trying to stream that. Mainly because I did play Honkai Impact, and Honkai Impact was fun. At least for a while. It got, at least for it, to me, Honkai Impact was actually pretty fun. I'm just double checking to make sure BlueStacks didn't give out on me. Okay, BlueStacks and me have had a love-hate relationship. BlueStacks, you are a strange emulator. I will figure you out yet. So anyway, where was I at? I'm going to drink some of my wine. Hold on a second. That is a good wine. For some reason, it seems like Honkai Star Rail. Oh, okay. That was it. Yeah, so Honkai... Thank you, Brang, son. Honkai Star Rail, to me, looks very interesting. And I played Honkai Impact. So I was like, Honkai Star Rail, I should probably jump into that next. I'd probably get some, you know, some good, solid... gaming time out of that mobile game. Says, wait, XV says, do not play MiHoYo games. MiHoYo games, really? What is MiHoYo? I'm curious. MiHoYo games. Well, I have been playing. I used to play Honkai Impact until my life got so busy I just could not. I could not keep up, and then I fell behind, and now there's like this whole... I could probably get into Honkai Impact again. It would take me some time. Oh, which fleet should I use? Actually, I'll probably just use my German fleet. Ritus says, yo, he be back. Hello, Ritus. How are you today, Ritus? I was on vacation. Vacation was nice. It was hot and very dry, because my vacation was in the desert. But it was all right. Blitzen Productions. Hey, how are you doing? Oh man, let me see. Yeah, so my vacation was in the desert. It was in a very hot desert in the U.S. where I met my family and we had a very good time. We rode horses. Oh wait, XV says that's the company behind Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Okay, so XV, I'm curious. What makes you say don't play Hoyo games? I'm curious because I remember Honkai Impact was fun for me at least. I did not play Genshin Impact, and I do not. Let me see. I've never played Star Rail. Star Rail looks fun to me. See, Ryder says, I'm good, just trying to survive and keep my sanity. You know, that's harder than most people would think it would be. Keeping your sanity in an insane world. Oh wait, I forgot to change one setting. Wait, Control Alt. I forgot to add the top priority for BlueStacks. Hold on one second. That will make this run smoother. Where is my task manager? My task manager is slow today. Task manager, you are acting lazy. I will not. I am like the school teacher at my elementary school. I will not accept tardiness. Oh, wait, let's see. So XV says they barely give any rewards for their events. Really? Okay, so you know what's funny? I do remember when I was playing Honkai Impact, I do remember feeling something was lacking, and that might have been it. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. So, Honkai, I at least want to try Honkai Star Rail before I rule it out. You know? Oh, Blitz in Production says, I'm revising for my politics essay for tomorrow. Oh, well, good luck to you, Blitz in Productions. I remember what it was like writing a bunch of essays. I drank so many Red Bulls. So many, actually, I did not drink Red Bulls. I drank these energy drinks called Monsters or Monster Assault. And I only drank 3 of them in my entire life. I was like, them energy drinks is horrible. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning, writing an essay, drinking a Monster. And I was thinking to myself, I should never drink one of these again. I only had 3 of those in my life. And I was like, yep, I'm done. It says, also, you don't want to know the gacha rates. Are you talking about Honkai Star Rail? If Honkai Star Rail... So, I don't know if you saw my my implacable event roll, but I already have bad luck with gacha rates. I struggle with the gacha. Like, I'm starting to think my rolls when I do gacha rolls on YouTube is just entertainment for other people that have bad rolls, just to know that someone else has a worse roll than them. So gacha roll rates for Honkai Star Rail are terrible, is what you're saying. I'll keep out for that. Okay, so Hell Mode. Hello, Hell Mode. How are you today? Hell Mode says Star Rail is really fun, but too grindy at late game. Oh God. I'm already booked on my grinding rates for games. I am already booked. I am booked because I got Azure Lane, I got War Thunder, I got oh gosh, what's another? There's a couple other games I'm grinding. I'm like, my grinding schedule is booked. I will still explore Honkai Star Rail because it might be worth it. Blitzen Production says, don't think I can drink Monsters in a study hall. English A levels are busted. Monsters are, I don't think anybody would stop you for drinking a Monster unless you're in like a crazy school. Keep in mind, I now believe though that if someone were to stop you from drinking a Monster, they would do it actually because they care about your health. They'd be like, put that out, slap that Monster aluminum can right out of your hand and be like, that'll give you a heart attack. I never had a heart attack, but they would tell you that because apparently there's some people that have drank Monsters and they have so much caffeine in them, they had like low level heart attacks. And that's one of the reasons I stopped drinking them. I had only 3. XB says a 5, I'm guessing that's star. A 5-star is 6%, and you don't get a lot of resources. Oh, that sounds painful. I'll still try it, but now that you have told me that a 5-star is literally 6%, I would struggle with that. I would definitely struggle with that. It would be on my brain the entire time I rolled. I'll still take a look at the game, but thank you for telling me this information, because now I know whether or not to give it a serious shot. If it's one of those games that just makes you frustrated because you're chasing the same ship you always wanted, which I just had an experience with in Warships Fleet Command, then I could understand. I could totally understand that. By the way, I need to stream Warships Fleet Command again. I've been building up. I got a good fleet on Warships Fleet Command. I got Cleveland finally in that game. And Cleveland is a beast in Warships Fleet Command. She is literally the best light cruiser in the whole game. I was like, dang. Blitz in Production says British schools are quite strict on stuff like that. Wait, Blitz in Productions, are you British? Interesting. It's funny. If they told you not to drink a Monster, I believe they would actually be doing it for your health. You don't need anything more than regular coffee. Or if you need more caffeine, get Rich Roast and get a couple more cups of it with the regular coffee. I believe I've heard interesting things about school in Britain. Interesting things. Oh, Helmut says maybe try Aether Gazer. That releases tomorrow. It's by Yostar. So gotcha, maybe good. Okay, so Aether Gazer releases tomorrow. Oh, you say not 6. Oh, XV says not 6%. 0.6%. Oh, okay. Okay, I see your original comment. You said 0.6%. Yeah, that's messed up. That's terrible. I'll still give it a try because I was curious initially, but now I know it's 0.6%. My attitude is, you better give me something good early. You better give me something I want early in the game. Dang. I'll try Aether Gazer. So if that's released tomorrow, I could stream that tomorrow and it would be fresh. So thank you for telling me this, hell mode. I will try Aether Gazer. And Blitz in Production says, yeah, it's not a good nowadays. I'm guessing you're talking about British school. Because I've heard interesting things about schooling in Britain. And I have seen those same things at American school. A lot of the same things I have heard about British school, I am now seeing in American school, and I am very worried. Y'all are lucky I'm not a teacher by now, because if I was a teacher, let's say I was a principal of my own school, I would have mandatory, physical training time for everybody. I'd be like, I want everyone in my school to come out ready for military service. Just, muscles everywhere. Aether Gazer looks really good from what I've seen, XB said. Okay, so what it sounds like is Aether Gazer. I will take that into account. I would like to try, maybe I'll stream Aether Gazer tomorrow. I'll look at that. Aether Gazer tomorrow. I may stream that. Yeah, if I was in charge of a school, let's say I was the school principal, I would be one of the most hilarious, but at the same time, military discipline schools principals you ever seen. I would be. Oh, actually, here's another issue with American school. American school, what's funny is I almost was a high school teacher. I came this close to signing up to be a high school teacher for a couple years at least. And I look at high school teachers' lives now, and I do not envy them because wait, Blitzen Production says being British in general is not a good thing nowadays. Really? Dang, you got the good accents. Okay, wait. I get called a fascist for saying I like the military. That's terrible. Dang. That I see a lot of that spreading in the US, by the way. But damn. Yeah, so dang. I like the British. You guys have the coolest accents in the world to me. Not only that, it's like so you know what's funny is to Americans in particular, the hottest accent to us in the world is literally anything from the British Isles. I'm talking the posh British accent from, you know, London, or the Scottish accent, you know, any accent from, you know, the Isles across the pond. That is extremely either cool or attractive to Americans. Dang, I'm sorry about that. You've attained the maximum meta point. Oh, skip. Me, I'm like, you know, let's say, then you would immediately get sacked for infringing on their human rights. God, that's terrible. I've heard some similar things. Like I have two friends, one from Britain, I mean, two friends, one from Manchester and one who used to live in London but now lives somewhere else. And they have told me interesting things about Britain. And I've been like, dang, you guys got it rough. Like, I mean, woke hits hard in the US, but it hit hard in Britain. It hit really hard in Britain. I'm like, I'm keeping an eye out because every time I hear something in weird in Britain, it seems like some people somewhere in the US want to try imposing that on us. And I'm like, oh hell no. Try listening to a Scot. You know what's weird to me? A Scottish accent, by all standards of the word, like rugged, or you know, all the standards of the word like rough. Scottish accents are supposed to be rough. But I heard one woman who I ran across at an airport, and she was Scottish, and she was speaking in a Scottish accent, and that voice did weird things to my brain. I was like, wow, that is really nice. That is very nice. It says, try listening to a Scot. Oh, right as they are speaking a foreign language. Have you played Punishing Gray Raven before? It had a PC release this week with a big event. I've never heard of Punishing Gray Raven, and now I will put that on my list. Where is my phone? Okay, I need to grab my notebook. I right now have been, so I have gotten several recommendations for animes that I need to watch or games I need to play. And recently the recommendations have been coming in so fast, I've been writing them down in a moleskin notebook. So I'm like, I need to keep track of these. Oh, and the top of the animes that I have not watched, but will probably want to watch in the future, are right now 3 of them. One is Black Clover. The other is My Hero Academia, which I have not seen. And the last is something called Dog and Scissors, which is recommended to me by a friend who happens to like mostly the same kinds of anime I like. But My Hero Academia was a big one. He was like, you haven't seen My Hero Academia? My Hero Academia? That is a huge anime. You should watch that anime. And I said, okay, I've put that off. I've put that off, and I will watch that in the future. Oh my gosh, I have one of these places to clear. I need to clear that immediately. You say Boku no Pico is a good anime to watch. Boku, that's another one I gotta add to the list. Okay, Boku no Pico. I'll add that on. XV says which animes. Okay, so here are the there's actually a couple, but the top 3 were My Hero Academia, which I have not seen, but I have heard was good, and then Black Clover and Dog and Scissors. I've been playing Blue Archive to replace... Oh, hello, Henai Kimono. How are you today? I've been playing Blue Archive to replace Princess Connect. I don't think I've ever played Princess Connect or Blue Archive, but I have seen every guy that is into anime games has played, at least from what I have seen on YouTube, has played Blue Archive. Oh God no, says another one. Boko no Pico is an old, ironic recommendation. You'll know it when you read about it. I don't know, I have not seen it, so I will give it a shot. Boko no Pico is goated, says X. Nah, bro, really fell for it. Okay, so I'll take a picture. I'll take, not a picture. I'll take a gander at Boko no Pico. Because I have not seen this anime. I should examine it before I, shoot it down. And Blitzen Production says, as well as Redo of Healer. That was another one. That is on my list. I need to take a look at that. That is another. You know what I'm watching right now is Vinland Saga. Yeah, Vinland. Oh, and Overflow. Redo of Healer and Overflow. Okay, I'll need to take a look at Overflow then. Okay, so make sure you record your face when you watch it. You mean Boko no Pico? Record my face when I watch Boko no Pico? Should I just live stream that? I'll just pull it up from I'll just pull it up and I'll live stream my face watching this. If it's that horrible or something. Or if it's that, awe-inspiring or stunning. Or maybe it'll gross me out. I don't know. I've never seen it before. I'll need to take a look at that. Boko no Pico. Okay, so that will be on my list. Yeah, I was watching, the one I'm watching right now is live stream that, he says. Another one. Well, interesting. If you get banned, if you want to get banned off YouTube, okay, I can't live stream it. Okay, if it's something that's gonna get me banned off YouTube, I will not live stream it. I have been trying to get my channel up to monetization level, and it has been a struggle, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I cannot throw that all away just yet. And damn, I love this loading background. I just thought I would toss that out there because this loading background always distracts me. Anyway, where was I at? Vinland Saga, is that the one with the I have no enemies guy? Oh no, Vinland Saga is the Viking one. Right. Yeah, he has a lot of enemies. In fact, in Vinland Saga, he kills a lot of people. The main character is this guy named Thorfinn. Thorfinn has so much blood on his hands. It's ridiculous. So yeah, now don't live stream it. Blitzen, don't live stream it. Okay, so don't live stream Boko no Pico. I will remember that. Because I don't know if I agree with that philosophy. I have no enemies. Hey, you know what the truth is? If you have no enemies, it means you probably did not live a meaningful life. Everyone that has ever lived a meaningful life in some way, shape, or form, you will have enemies. I have actually found when my life got the most meaningful, I had enemies come out of the woodwork. I was like, and you know what attitude you have to have when you have enemies? You just need to like crack your neck and be like, all right, I got this. I'll do this. Let's go, baby. See, maybe face cam only and no video sound. Wait for season 2. Okay, so what you sound to me like is Boko no Pico sounds like either a extremely degenerate anime or an extremely horrific, gross you out anime. And now this only makes me want to watch it even more. I'm curious. I need to know about this. Boko no Pico. I'm going to put the episode 1 of watching this at the top of my list immediately. Because y'all are saying controversial things about Boko no Pico. The more controversial is something is, the more I'm interested. Rightus says, you had me at killing. I need something after Claymore. Yeah, Claymore is still, to this day, one of my favorite animes. If you want to know my absolute favorite of all time favorite anime, it is still Full Metal Panic. So, Ritus, if you want a new anime after Claymore, I would recommend strongly Full Metal Panic. It's like mecha, but it's like someone took mecha and tried to apply it to the real world in a way that seems very realistic and gritty and dark. I don't know. Full Metal Panic hits just right for me as far as anime goes. Anyway. Helmode says, maybe you can just check it now and give a quick reaction to the show. Wait, are you talking about, Boku no Pico? Or are you talking about, Grave Raven, Punishing Grave Raven? Don't read anything about it, just go in blind, XV says. Did you read the Claymore manga as well? Yes, I did. I read all the Claymore manga. The art is so amazing. I agree with that. So Claymore was one of the few animes that I finished the anime, and because the manga was finished and the anime wasn't, I just went and read all of the manga. And it still was very good, although I felt very bad for some of these characters, because in Claymore, life is not easy, and everybody suffers. They suffer a lot. And but at the same time, there's some part of you that is rooting for them. So I was rooting for Claire in the Claymores. I was rooting for her friend who disguised herself as a nun. And yeah, for some of them, it did work out well, but for some others, they didn't. They died horribly. And to me, it's almost like, it's like a good anime, even if it makes you feel bad on the inside. I loved Claymore. That's one of my favorite mangas and favorite animes. Oh, hello, Ayush Extra. You said you got more viewers. This is true, and I am enjoying this. Yes. Janitor of NSDAP says Overflow. Okay, Overflow has been mentioned twice now on my stream, and that means I need to add it to the list. So it's going to be added to my list of animes to watch. So I now have a list of top 6 animes to watch. So, and at number 1 is now going to be the first episode, at least, of Boku no Pico. Black Clover, Dog and Scissors, My Hero Academia, which actually, My Hero Academia should be moved up to number 3. And then, what was another one someone mentioned here? Redo of Healer, yes. Blitzen Productions mentioned, bro's gonna love Redo of Healer. Okay, so Redo of Healer. I've heard good things about Redo of Healer, and I've been like, dang, I need to get. I heard it's actually a sadistic person's fantasy, but only sadistic if you were wronged terribly. So it's like karma. No, that's not the word. It's a revenge fantasy, which is basically the first ever true revenge fantasy novel of the modern era. I would say is The Count of Monte Cristo. That's not really modern era. That's like Age of Napoleon, Age of Sail era. But still, the first one that's like... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Ayush Extra says, no, don't watch that. Okay, see, now I gotta watch it. Yeah, he says, no, Pico, no Overflow. And see, now I gotta watch it. The more you tell me not to do something, the more I actually want to do that particular thing. I have that rebellious spirit in me that makes me just want to do stuff I'm told not to do. It's terrible. It gets me in so much trouble. But at the same time, it is so much fun. Why is disobeying authority so much fun? I don't know. I don't know. It's a human condition that some humans just have to have. I don't know what it is. Neville just says the laughy face. Hello, Neville. How are you today? Says, make a review of Boku no Pico after you've watched it. It'll get a lot of views. Okay, so what you're telling me is I should... everyone... so of all the animes mentioned so far today, within the last hour or so anyway, less than the last hour, Boku no Pico has been mentioned the most, so I need to search up this Boku no Pico I have a website or a actually no. I'm pretty sure I could. It's probably on Crunchyroll. I'll find it anyway. I'll find it and I'll make a review of it. Ayush Extra says, "Bro, who the hell is recommending you?" Who the hell? Right now, it's my viewers. So, I don't know who right now. Who knows? It could be interesting. Boku no Pico. I will just say I'll take a look at the first episode. If it weirds me out, I'll probably I don't know. I'll let you know what happens. I will let you know what happens. It says extra. That would be me. Redo of Healer, Overflow, and Boku no Pico are the worst. Really. Ayush, shut up. He needs to learn the hard way. Hell mode. You are funny. Okay. Even I didn't watch Boku no Pico. You can watch the others. Crunchyroll, Lamau. I haven't stopped laughing for the last 10 minutes. I'll find Boku no Pico. I'll find a way to get it. Okay, so everyone has told me Boku no Pico. No, it's only on the H site, so it's a hentai. So Boku no Pico is a hentai, is what you're saying. I mean, here's the deal. That doesn't mean I won't watch it. That just means I won't live stream it. You know, I'll probably just watch it I'll probably just watch it and then review it. But if you guys push me into reviewing hentai, I cannot make my channel about that. I'm just letting you all know. My channel cannot be a review hentai channel. But if there is a very popular anime that has been made into a hentai, I would be willing to watch it and maybe make a review or a community post review about it. Maybe. But don't all of you start recommending me hentai. I can't turn my channel into a hentai channel. That would not make YouTube. I would just say this. That will get me banned off YouTube. I cannot get banned off YouTube. See, 9 anime might have it. Okay, I'll tell you. Maybe PH, not Crunchyroll. Okay. There are some things that should not be watched by anyone ever. Like Boku no Pico. Wow, okay. 9 anime has Redo of Healer, Overflow, and Boku no Pico. All right. Let's see. Okay. So it sounds like this anime is dirty. It really sounds like this anime is dirty. Another one says, just do Hellsing like a normal person. Let's see. Talk around the sexual terms. You know, I happen to be a master of that. I happen to be a master of talking around sexual terms, but still conveying my meaning. And that, in order to do that, you have to be a master of double entendres, which I learned very early in life, because double entendres is actually how half of the interesting conversations in the world go around, you know? So Overflow is very popular. Okay, I'll take a look at Overflow. Redo of Healer is just that, really. I have not seen Redo of Healer. I've repeatedly heard about it. I need to take a look at that. Hell mode, and only 3 or 4 episodes. Very good, too, as a person who has watched it all. I need to look at this anime. I really need to look at this. Shoto says, yo, OG, what's good, man? I am doing very well. How are you today, Shoto? You doing good? Blitzen Product. Hellsing is mid. I'll take a look at that. So, my same friend who recommended me Redo of Healer also recommended to me, what was that anime? World End Harem. And I liked World End Harem. But I also understand that my friend has a particular taste in anime that I do not agree with most of the time. So that's why I've been skittish about Redo of Healer. I don't know. World End Harem was good, but World End Harem has a very so I read the manga of World End Harem before they made because he was recommending it to me when the manga was out, but the anime was not. So I started reading the manga, and I was like, this manga is actually kind of hilarious. And then when they made World End Harem into an anime, for some reason, it seemed to fall flat on me. Like, the jokes didn't hit right. That nothing about that anime hit as well as the manga. Helmode asks, why Boku no Pico get all this hate? It's nothing big, just a dual sword fight. I'll take a look at a duel. If it's just a dual sword fight, maybe. But from what I have heard so far, is everybody says it's hentai. So I'm like, now. Okay, now I'm like, I may need to read the description, because I understand. Like, here's the thing about hentai. Hentai to me, there is a sweet spot of hentai, but most hentai, I've realized, does not hit that sweet spot, because hentai, the people who make hentai, they have strange minds. They have generally strange minds, which you can appreciate. When they I don't know. I think I just won't say any more on hentai. But hentai, sometimes I've noticed there's some weirdness in hentai. I was like, what on earth was the drugs this person was smoking that made this hentai? So, oh yeah. So Shoto says, I missed you, bro. Oh, it's good to be. I was on vacation. I'm back now, so I'll be back to streaming. I will be back. It's good to be back too. Yeah. Says another one says, if you just want to have a chill evening, get Tenchi no Tamago. Okay, so Tenchi no Tamago. I need to add that to the list. That's another one. The manga is oftentimes better than the anime for a lot of stuff. I agree with that, XV. I agree. And Henai Kimono says, I got bored of World End Harem. Shoto also says, yeah, so here's the thing about World End Harem. The manga was actually better than the anime. And, I don't know. For me, because I read the manga of World End Harem before the anime was even a thing. And I read just the first arc of the story, like the first season, so to speak. And it was actually like exciting when I was reading it. And then when I watched the anime, it felt like they had lost all that, like, I don't know what the word is. Like, they didn't have the same spirit as I thought the jokes in the manga felt like when I was reading it. Because the spirit of the, when I was reading the manga, it was actually kind of funny. It was adventurous. And then in the anime, they made it serious. And I'm like, you're not supposed to make. How do I put this? Okay, so if you have. Oh, wait, I happen to be a writer, by the way, and I am a novelist, and I love to write novels. And I have written 6 novels, 4 of which I have published under my name. And here's what I have found works is when you have something serious, like deathly dead serious, it works better if you make a joke about it. But if you have something that is kind of a joke, it works better if you try to make it a little more serious. But for some reason, I found almost all the times, too serious never works. Too serious never works in writing. And that's because, like, I don't know, I guess most people, it's like humor is generally how the human brain processes serious, painful situations. And like in World End Harem, you have a situation that is kind of a joke, but they just drove way deep into too serious. They drove way deep into too serious, and it was like, I couldn't enjoy it. Blitz and Pro just said hentai 8 times in a minute. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That is exactly what I did. I said hentai 8 times in a minute. It's the only word I can think of to describe accurately what I'm talking about. And when I say that word, I know that all of you know exactly what I'm talking about. is the truth. It's like the definition of porn. No one in anywhere, any part of the world can for certain say they have the 100% established definition of what porn is, but we all know it when we see it. Let's see. Blitzen Production says, link the novels, more promotion. You know, I don't like to give free ad. Oh, link my novels. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. I could link my novels for you. I need to pull up my novels. Hold on a sec. All of my novels are available on Amazon. They're in my they're also in my profile link. See, that's the principle of Monty Python's comedy. And yes, it works very well. Yeah, Monty Python, they know what they're doing with comedy. Like, you know what's funny is my favorite Monty Python film to this day is still you know, The Holy Grail. And my favorite scene in that movie is the Black Knight. Cuz he's just like, you know, it's a serious situation. Like, he is fighting to the death on his orders to protect the path that his whole life ordained him to protect. And it's funny because he fights King Arthur, and he loses an arm, and King Arthur goes, "The fight's over. Your arm is off." And he's just like, "No, it isn't." And he's like, "Yeah, it is. It's right over there." "Then what's that?" And then the Black Knight looks at him and is just like, "'Tis but a scratch." Okay, the Black Knight was my favorite character in Monty Python's Search for the Holy Grail. He is the epitome of, he's actually the epitome of I don't know how to put it. The like good tough guy character. He's meant to be a mockery of it, but he still does a good job at it. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Shoto says, One Piece does that great. You know, I haven't watched One Piece. And I'm a little bit, because I haven't watched One Piece because I know it's one of the longest running anime ever. And if I get into it, I know I'm going to go down a rabbit hole that I know goes down forever. That's the thing about One Piece. I watched a bit of it as a kid when it was on TV in high school. But I never, like, watched it for real, And, oh my God, my Bismarck is about to die. It's a good thing we're getting Bismarck 2 because Bismarck 1 is still terribly weak. I gave her a full survivability build during this too. Dang. Okay. Oh, Phil P. Hello, Phil P. How are you today? If you did not already watch it, I would recommend you Eminence in the Shadow as a great anime. Eminence in the Shadow. I'll add that to the list. Blitzen Productions. No, stop. You're approaching the dark side. The dark side. The dark side is, yeah, the dark side. We must all avoid the dark side. Even though it has a certain gravitational pull. Anyway. Memo says, yeah, I also read the manga for World End. And for me, the MC was too much of a wimp, so I dropped it. I agree. I hated that. But it's true that nowadays animes are downgrading mangas. Yeah, I would not blame anyone for exclusively switching to reading manga instead of watching anime. But, yeah, I hated that about World End Harem, is that the main character... Okay, let me just tell you this. Every guy in my... I would just like to take a quick survey real fast of everyone in my chat right now. Every guy. If everyone... Let's say you got put into cryo sleep. And suddenly, you were told that when you wake up, or after you woke up, you were told all the men had died and you were the only man. But when you went into cryo sleep, there was like your high school crush or something like that. And she had a crush on you. And when you had your crush with your high school crush, she actually liked you and said, and you thought to yourself as you were going to sleep, I'm going to save my virginity for this woman. So then you wake up and all the men are dead and there's only women. And all the women want to Ride your schlong. Are you still going to care about your high school crush after that? I'm just saying. Please, I just want to know. Please type 1 in the chat if you would stop all the nasty dirtiness you would do with all the women in the rest of the world at your choice for your high school crush. Or 2, if you would wait for your high school crush to find her and search for her no matter how many years it took. I will just say this. I would only do... I would say this. Look, if I woke up one day and all the other men on the planet were dead and all the women wanted babies, I'm a soldier. I will do my duty for mankind. I will do my duty for the sake of humanity. The main character is a total idiot. I hated that in World End Harem. I could go on a long rant about World End Harem, but that was one thing I really, really hated. Oh, wait, so Hinai Kimono says, OG being Hammond. RJX says, hey, OG, how are you, RJX? Have you played War Thunder Mobile? I have not played War Thunder Mobile. Wait, you're the author of Solar War. I didn't know. Yeah, I'm the author of... Dang, Bismarck got killed twice. I need to switch out my fleet. I am the author of a book series called The Inner Solar War. Not there is a book called Solar War. I am not the author of that one, but I am the book. I've written a trilogy, a completed trilogy called The Inner Solar War Trilogy, and that is available on Amazon. Show says, I'm excited for all the live 2D skins I won't be able to get. Yeah, I'll just say this. If you spend money on Azure Lane, your wallet is about to hurt if you like the live 2D skins. Shoto says, F2P gem struggles. I'm right there with you, man. Dark Side has a lot of pretty cookies. Yes, it does. XP says 1. Shoto says 2. Really? Really, Shoto? Blitzen Production says never had a high school crush. And Shoto says Lamau joking. Heck nah. Okay. I was like, hey, I wouldn't fault you. I would kind of understand it, but at the same time, I would just say you're letting humanity suffer. And you're missing out on a good time. I'm doing my contribution to you, man. Exactly, Shoto. Exactly. You know, like I'm just saying, if I went into cryo sleep and I woke up and all the men were dead and it was just me and all those surviving women wanted babies, there's only one thing to do. You know what I mean? For the sake of mankind, it would be my duty to the world. I would do it sacrificially, selflessly. And the fact I would enjoy every minute has absolutely nothing to do with that. Another one says, not gonna lie, I'd go full autism and start forming models of future population production or projection and the resulting priorities. Okay, yeah. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking some real details. Congratulations on finishing the novel series. Well, thank you. It was fun. It was a lot of work, but you know, when you're writing, like I love to write. If you're writing and you love what you're writing, producing your own novels is like a major it's like a major achievement. Ritus says, oh, how noble of you. Hey, it is noble. It's just totally enjoyable and noble at the same time. You know what I mean, Ritus? You know what I mean? If, like, I would just say, this is the one thing I cannot stand about World End Harem, is the main character is an idiot. There are women throwing themselves at him, begging for babies to save the human race of all things. And this guy is like, no, I can't. I promised. My high school crush said she would wait for me. And I promised her, I don't think he actually promised her anything, now that I think about it. I think he just said he was happy that she would wait for him, because he was going to cryo sleep in the tank, and her hand was on the glass as he was going to sleep, and she said, I'll wait for you. And he was only supposed to be asleep for 3 years. And in 3 years, it turns out he wakes up. He wakes up a little bit later, I think, but he wakes up and the whole world has changed. A virus swept through and killed all of the men, and it's almost like the world population is now 99.999999999% women. Because there's some men around. It's just they had that gene that kills the virus that allowed them to survive. So, this guy has like these women begging him for babies. Like they are dressing like, oh wait, so this anime is literally these women dressing scantily clad, getting on their knees, trying to get him to give them a baby, and him saying no. Like a woman, he is in the shower, and a woman sneaks into the shower, and this is not an ugly woman. This is an attractive, nice woman. Sneaks into the shower to get with him, and he's like, "No, I can't." And I'm just sitting there like, "Oh my god, I hate this anime. I hate this anime so much. Wasted opportunities." I hated that anime halfway. It's like I loved and hated that anime at the same time. Ugh. Okay, I will continue reading. You're about to pay child support for eternity. Well, here's the thing about this. If all the men died, there would be no child support. They wouldn't. They would be like, because the child support system would collapse. They wouldn't want you paying child support. They would want you making as many babies as possible so that there even is a child support system. In fact, I would bet you this. If someone from the government, like let's say all the men died and it was only women, and you got one woman pregnant, if another woman, if that woman, even the woman that you got pregnant ran to the government and said, "This man needs to pay child support," all the other women in the government would shout that woman down and say, "No, you shut the F up. That guy needs to make babies." In fact, he needs to make me a baby right now. That's literally what would probably happen. Hell mode. I just want my Anchorage skin, and that would be my first skin purchase. She deserves. You know what? That's the only skin I'm seriously considering purchasing is the Anchorage skin. Like I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I have not purchased very many skins. But the ones I have purchased have been the special skins, like the right skins, with the one exception being I did not purchase the boxer skin. I did not purchase the boxer skin. I need to get that one. Wait. 2, maybe, but as a Henai Komodo. 2, maybe, but as a loser, I would still use the opportunities presented. Here's my thing. There's no reason. You know what's funny is, and I don't think most guys get this. If you were actually in that situation and you met your high school crush, and let's say, and this is most women. Hear me out on this. This is most women. Let's say you had your high school crush. You go into cryo sleep, you wake up, you and your high school crush actually had a thing together, but all the other men died in this time you went into cryo sleep, and then you woke up. Your high school crush might actually be understanding. She might be like, "Hey, look, I get it. All those other women need babies. I just want you to be committed to me and come back to me always." I'm just saying, man, this is just all speculation, but I'm just saying. She would appreciate even just having that in a world of only women. Just speculation. See, enjoy every minute of the first few weeks. I can understand, but after that... Oh, hello, Rachel Skill. How are you today? Enjoy every minute of the first few weeks. I can understand, but after that, I'm just curious. To me, that would probably be a life duty. If all the men had died and you were the only man, it would be a life duty to serve for the sake of the human race. Total life duty. Shoto says, "I would be dehydrated every waking moment of my life." Here's the thing. You would have all the women in the world bringing you all the water you could drink to keep you going. Think about it. It would be the truth. They would be like, "If I give you a glass of water, you'll give me a baby." Hell yeah, I'll take that deal. I'm serious. They would be like that. They would trade a glass of water for a baby if there was no chance of having a baby except you. Trust me, it would work. You would actually just look at them and be like, look, bring me a glass of water. I'll do the business as much as you need. I just need one glass of water, and they'll do it. Ritus says, imagine all the child support. Like I said, the child support would probably be the government would pay your child support. They would do anything to keep you going, because without you, there is no government. There is no child support system. You would be wait. So Blitzen Production, gotta have standards, gotta keep that pelvis in check. I also agree with that. By the way. Yes, you start with only the good women. Let's see, Ritus Chad. How do they accept kids if they're on their knees? Well, here's the thing. Actually, that's a good question. I just thought about that. That's a good question. I guess they wouldn't be on their knees. That's a good question. They would probably be on their backs or on you, depending on their flavor of enjoyment. I'll just stop right there. I'll just keep reading anyway. Where was I at? Shoto says, yeah, I always hate the wimpy MC types. Cough, cough, rent a girlfriend. Is that an anime? But I do hate the wimpy MC types. Okay, so you know what's funny? The most anti-wimpy MC type I've seen was actually Goblin Slayer in the anime Goblin Slayer. And when I watched that anime, it was so refreshing. Just because the last 3 animes I watched before then, the main character was a wimp. And in this anime, the main character was not a wimp. In Goblin Slayer is all about business. I liked Goblin Slayer. That was an anime. If you like a main character that is not a wimp, watch Goblin Slayer. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I need to switch my fleet out. Oh, it's too late. They're going to fight. So my Royal Navy fleet has a healer in it. And the boss in this has an anti-healing skill. I need to switch out my fleet. Anyway, I shall read on some of these further comments. Where was I at? Oh, let's see. XV says, check out the Anchorage live 2D animation. I did see it and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was like impressed with it. I was like, that is the one skin I'm thinking of getting this event. Let's see. And then RJX says, need more Agir skin. Yeah, Agir could use some more skins. She has some good ones, though. The ones she has are good. Blitzen Production says, need more Yorktown skins. I agree with that, too. He says, that'd be your job. Actual intercourse is just inefficient at this scale, though. Hybris. There's a movie called so there's a Polish movie called Sex Missia, which plays out that scenario of like the guys go into cryo sleep and they wake up and all the men are dead. And the conclusion that the 2 guys in this movie come to is they actually need to infiltrate the production system used by the ruling women at the time and just insert their sperm in all the machines, because they have a system that clones women by taking a method called oh my god, what is it called? There is an actual term for this, but it's possible to make a baby without a sperm. I forget what it's the Greek term for virgin birth. I forget what it is, but it's possible to make a baby without using a sperm. Scientifically, you need a lab and some microscopes and all kinds of scientific equipment, but it is possible using a cell and from another part of the woman's body. And in this movie, the society is built on all that. And wow, my British fleet actually did it. I give credit to Implacable for being as damage dealing as she is. Anyway, so the conclusion they did was they infiltrated their sperm into the system so that the next round of women all had their babies in the movie. And it was actually pretty hilarious. Let's see. Francisco, I'm going to butcher this. Quezada. You say 2. Really? Hey, some people, here's the thing. Some people, if you have a thing for like your high school crush or something, I mean, hey, I don't blame you. I'm just saying you're missing out on a good time in that scenario. And you are basically going to hurt mankind. I would do my duty for mankind. I'm just saying, and I would enjoy every second of my duty if that was the case. Because I'm a man of honor and integrity. And I will do what it takes for the human race to continue on. Anyway, yeah, Hybris is right. They would strap you up and extract your baby makers. Well, Shoto, what are we talking about? So they would tie you. What you're saying is the women would tie you up, and they would just put a machine to your body, and they would forcefully take the babies out of your body. You know what's strange? I could actually strangely see that happening too. I could see that happening too. You gotta, yeah. I could see that. That's an understandable, realistic answer to what would happen. Bismarck Oathskin, when? You know, she doesn't have one, and she really needs one. They gave her a swimsuit skin before they gave her an oath skin. Think about that. Never to see the light of day again. I agree. I think that's possible. That's something you would have to consider. Actually, you would receive the child support since your only duty would be making babies. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, Rodrigo Aruda. That's what I said. Yeah, they would pay you to make babies. They would pay the babies just to be your baby. That's how bad it would be. Goblin Slayer is a Chad. So Goblin Slayer is truly a Giga Chad. Like, Goblin Slayer is the definition of a Giga Chad. I would highly... Oh, Ritus MA, where the hero is a Giga Chad. I would recommend Goblin Slayer. Helmut says, back to the game. OBS disconnected. And then now it says, OBS disconnected. Okay, so I have no idea exactly what just happened there, but there was a slight disconnection. I am back now. Slight disconnection. I'm back now. Anyway. Okay, so Goblin Slayer is Ultra Giga Chad. I agree with this. Goblin Slayer is the Giga Chad. He is a Giga Chad archetype of character. So, oh, by the way, I was saying earlier, Ritus, if you like an anime where Giga Chad is the main character, I would recommend watching Goblin Slayer. And you say, oh, so Helmut says, Genshin's popularity will skyrocket when Genshin anime will be made by Ufotable drops. Okay, I will need to watch this Genshin anime. But what you're saying is I should get into Genshin anime now. And Jan Kowalski says, you know about Sex Mission? No way. Yes, I know about that movie. And your name sounds very Polish. Your name sounds very Polish. And as Sex Mission is a Polish movie, it would not surprise me. Oh, by the way, my book, Operation Oversex, is based off that movie. So if you want an American edition of Sex Mission, buy my book. Says, XV, your book... Oh, so wait. Your book, Operation Oversex, is based on that. No, yes, it is. Yes, Operation Oversex is based off the movie Sex Mission. Or in Poland, it's called Sex Misja. Show says Operation Oversex is a hilarious title. Why, thank you. I liked it when I was thinking about it. Another one says, someone explained to me why Scylla is so strong. She's a better OS tank at level 100 than London at level 120. You know, Scylla is a beast of a light cruiser. Like, okay, I replaced, I used to use Sirius in my Royal Navy squadron, and I replaced her with Scylla immediately when I realized how good Scylla was. So, and then on top of being a super tank, she buffs your carriers very well. I'm just gonna tell you all right now, get Scylla. If you do have Scylla, level her to 120 and use her, because she is a beast of a light cruiser. Even though she's just an SSR, she's up there. She is one of the best SSR light cruisers. Francisco Quezada says, sorry, my video was on delay and did not realize until now. It's all good. RJX says, too much snoo. Is there such a thing? I question. Is there really such a thing? Anyway, says another one says, anyone else getting stream lag? Appears to be fixed. Yeah, it happened for me earlier just now. I got a notification that OBS was disconnected, and then it says OBS reconnected, and now it works just fine. So the problem was not BlueStacks, like I thought it would be. It's OBS. OBS is now working just fine, though. So I don't know what OBS was doing. Yeah, I thought my internet was gone, lol. Okay, oh, so no, it was not a problem on my end. I got a notification saying my OBS had disconnected briefly, and now it's reconnected. So it was me. I guess it was me. It was me. Really wish there were more ways to increase dock space. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was hurting for dock space. I have spent, if you added all the money I've spent on Azur Lane combined, I'm sure it does not equate to over, it's not even over $100. I don't think. But, a lot of that money was spent on increasing my dock space. So, yeah, the dock space thing, I mean, it used to be, okay, so when I was first playing Azur Lane, they used to have, like Apollo gems after every maintenance, because the maintenance always got delayed, and the Apollo gems was always somewhere between 100 to 200 gems. So I was like, oh, that's free dock space. I thought they were doing that intentionally, like, oh, here's some dock space for you, and like, oh, I'm sure the players need dock space, let's delay the maintenance and give them 200 gems as an excuse to increase their dock space. I thought they were, because to me, that's a brilliant system. That's a brilliant way to give dock space without, like, saying you're giving away things for free, so people don't expect things for free. You know what I mean? That was brilliant business if they had planned that out. But they haven't given free Apollo gems, and now I think it was genuine that the maintenance was just taking too long. Shoto says F2P for life. I understand that. I mean, I'm trying to avoid what I have found is this, if any game can ever extract money out of me, of which the 3 top culprits in my life that were free-to-play games that actually got money out of me were World of Tanks, RIP, that game is dead now, pretty much, and I would say War Thunder, Azur Lane. And now that I think about it, when League of Legends was a thing, I did spend about $25 on League of Legends. But that's only because Caitlyn had a skin I really wanted. That was all the money I spent on League of Legends. Yeah. Hanai Kimono says, well, London was an elite and light armor. London is a terrible tank. I agree. And she's already retrofitted. There's not much you can do for London. Anyway. Francisco Quezada says, if I can ask, does being an author pay more than minimum wage? You don't have to answer that. I have always been curious. Here's the thing. If you are an author of books, if you publish independently, is virtually depends exclusively on how well your book does. But, you know, I'm not going to disclose exactly how much I make as a book author, but I will just let you know. It's the amount of money I've made off my books is not enough to live on. It's nice, but it's a good little bonus, but it's not enough to live on. Like, I still have to do other things. I am published independently. If you wanted to become like a big time book author, like J.K. Rowling or something like that, you have to get published by a big, major traditional publisher. And doing that in today's day and age is extremely difficult. Like, you already have to, because if you look at the big actual publishers right now, and in the US, there's like 5 big major ones. They almost only publish people that are already famous. So if you have, like, say, I don't know, if you start in a movie and you're a movie actor, or I don't know, you have to do something to make yourself famous before they'll even listen to you. Me, I wrote the books out of pure enjoyment. And also, I did research a lot about writing books and writing stories. So I incorporated a lot of what I've learned into my books. And I would say, I'm not bragging, but I am just speaking the truth. But I may be biased because they are my books. They came out better than most books you see published today. But, you know, they are my books. I will probably sound biased, but I will just say, even if I was not biased and they were not my books, when I look at them compared to many other books that have been published, I honestly think they're better, and they feel better to me when I've read them, when I've reread them. Anyway, Shoto says, only skin I've ever bought is Yorktown 2 swimsuit skin. Rest of my gems go to Doc Space. Yeah, that was a good skin. Okay, of all the skins to buy, that was a good one. That was one of the better ones. Hellmode says, no, the anime is in production right now, and Ufotable are the studio which made Fate series, and the studio is very big budget studio. Oh, okay. Well, okay then. Well, here's the thing is, I actually just got into the game Azur Lane when I first saw the anime. So I could see that working out for them. Because I had heard of Azur Lane, like I might have scrolled through it in the App Store, and then I didn't get it because I didn't know what it was about. And then they released the anime, and I watched the first episode of the anime, and that is what got me into Azur Lane. So I was like, oh dang, it's about World War II ships turned into anime girls. I need to get the game. That's literally how my interest in Azur Lane started, was I saw the anime first. So, if Genshin makes an anime, you're probably right. If the anime is good and it's made by a big budget studio that cares about the product, maybe I should get into Genshin Impact. Okay. Says, those are some rookie numbers, Jan I'm guessing it's Kowalski or Kowalski. Those are some rookie numbers. I've spent like $650 on Azur Lane. Okay, that is, to be fair, I've only spent less than 100 on Azur Lane, but if you added up the amount of money I have spent on World of Tanks or War Thunder, it is well over 650. Those were the games that soaked my wallet of all the money. I should probably spend more on Azur Lane now that I have a channel based on it. But I mean, like, dang, when a game gets you with that kind of money, it's a rabbit hole. I know if I spend $650 on a game, there's a likelihood I'll spend even more than that later. I don't mind spending to support the game. Good for the longevity of the game. You know, I understand that point too. It's like if you have money, you want to give your money to something, like it's almost like giving your money to a cause you believe in. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Something you personally support on a moral, internal, personal level. Azur Lane for me was so far the last game that's been able to do that to me. I should probably, wait, hold on a second. That game is still a thing. Lamau. Which one? War Thunder? Or World of Tanks? World of Tanks is dead because they went full pay to play, so to speak. Pay to win, really. I can't stand World of Tanks now. It's terrible. Francisco Quezada says, oh, okay, thank you for answering. So it is kind of like being an actor. If you are an extra, you would still have a part-time job. I would say yes, if your novels are good. And that's just me being self-published right now. But if your novels are good and you get traditionally published, you could make a living out of it if your traditional publisher is one of the big five. Like, to me, there used to be this nice window where, and I want to say that window kind of closed with J.K. Rowling. But there used to be this nice window where if you came from nothing, you could write a novel, and if that novel was good, it would make you money and make you a living. And to me, the last one that truly did that, I think, was the author of the Harry Potter novels, J.K. Rowling. Because the Harry Potter novels are good. And she came, if you look at J.K. Rowling's background, she came from pretty much nothing. See, when I found Azur Lane, I knew I had been blessed by the Lord. I agree, Shoto. It was a blessing to discover Azur Lane. 100% agree. Hybris says, I was playing Cancel at the time Azur Lane came out and rejected it as a cheap copy. I now regret that decision. You know, I'd never heard of Cancel until I started playing Azur Lane. And then people were talking about Cancel. And I went back and I watched the anime of Cancel. And I see the appeal. I liked the anime of Cancel. See, what's your dock space? I have 502 spaces, XV. I have not filled all those spaces yet, but it's likely I'm going to need new dock space. Nakamono says, I probably spent more than $150 on Azur Lane. I could be up there in the future, in the near future, very soon, depending on this next event. I could be right there with you. See, I've spent time, or Shoto says I've spent time on Azur Lane, and time is money. So is anyone really free to play? That is a very philosophical question that has so much truth to it. Is anyone really free to play for any game if they give their time to it? And I would say the true answer is no. No, they are not, because time is money, and time is the one thing you could never get back. Interesting thought, Shoto. You are right. Silent Hour. Oh, hello, Silent Hour. I don't think I've seen you before. How are you today? I lost count how much I spent the 5 years. If you spend a lot of money on Azur Lane or games in general, but I mean, if you spent a lot on Azur Lane in the last 5 years, you probably got quite a good lineup of skins. You probably got the best art in the game on your phone right there. XB says League of Legends. Oh, I did play League of Legends. I was a League of Legends player, mainly because all my friends from high school were playing, and we played a lot. We had an epic game. It was a good time. Francisco Quezada. Lol, yes, the problem is when you have too many causes you believe in. You know, I understand that too. Yeah. Too many causes and not enough dough. Another one says, I had one of my accounts subscribed the EVE Online for just short of 10 years. You know, for a game, that's a good long time. 10 years to be playing. See, there's probably over $1,000 left there. Most I've spent on any game by far. EVE Online. Dang, that I have so far, I think, not spent. I don't think I've ever spent $1,000 on one game. I spent the game that cost me the most money was World of Tanks, and I know I spent over $870 on World of Tanks, but that was over the course of that was well over the course of 5 years. World of Tanks got me though. That I was playing that game religiously. My World of Tanks account is stupid good. I cannot sell it though. Henai Kimono says only on skins. I understand. Says yep, skins and dock space. It says the double gems has multiplied how much I got in gems through. You know, I liked. Okay, so for me, who was a free-to-play player, until I started buying the gems of Azur Lane, I really liked that they give you double gems. That was a very happy moment for me. I'm really close to getting Monarch. 90% on the 2M XP task. Okay, that's Monarch is still one of the best ships. One of the best battleships in the game. And even if you're a starter, she probably is the first ship you should look for or get first. Out of the PR, I mean. 500. Wow, I wish I had that much. I have 502 dock space. And my dock space will probably need to be expanded even further. Because, I don't know. These ships keep coming. And the dock space does not grow. At least not without money now. Silent Hour says 1,269. Over 1,300 at the moment. Yep, I came here from your preview vid. I just watched. So YouTube does something right. Well, thank you. Interesting. Jan Kowalski says, I only have 250 dock space despite playing since the first month of open beta. I'm super stingy with that. Most money went on my 51 oaths. I don't even have 51 oath ships. Dang, that's you spent all your money on oaths. Oh, you said on. Wait, you said on global? Huh. Oh, okay. Man, I don't even think I have 51 ships oathed right now. I'm like, if I had checked right now how many ships I have oathed, it's like, because for me, what I am stingy with the most is oaths. Super stingy with oathing ships. Like, the ship has to be good, but also a waifu. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. See, agreed cost PR needs fleet tech to develop. Actually, that is another thing. You get so much fleet tech points from PR ships, it's ridiculous. Oh wait, I have missions. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I wish you had the best of luck. Oh yeah, I wish you the best of luck on the new UR pools, implacable flashbacks. Thank you, Shoto. I'm going to need it. I'm definitely going to need it because yeah, that implacable pool. I'm hoping I burned off all my luck, all my bad luck. I mean, on that implacable roll. So this is what I'm hoping is if I just jump in to the new German event. Because all my bad luck has been burned off, I'll just click build the first ship, and I'll get Bismarck's away right off the bat. Maybe that's overly optimistic, but I'm hopeful. I am hopeful, at the very least. Janitor NSDAP says, and you can't retire useless meta ships. That is another thing. So, yeah, PR ships and meta ships, if you don't use them, they just soak up your dock space. That is one thing I kind of don't like. I'm like, maybe they should just make meta ships not count as far as dock space goes. Because to me, that would be fair. If the meta ships didn't take up dock space, like you could have them in your dock, but they didn't count. I don't know. This is my personal opinion on the meta ships. RJX says, I don't bother with oaths. They are all waifus in my eyes. That's very understandable. Silent Hour. I'll send my luck your way. Karma adds luck as well. Why, thank you, Silent Hour. I could use it. I could use all the luck in the world because after that implacable roll, I now know some of these Azure Lane gotchas just hate my guts. Oh, that roll, and there was one other roll. UVH. Okay, I did not get Ulrich von Utten. I still don't have Ulrich von Utten, actually. Even though she's one of the... Like, that was one UR ship where I just did not have the cubes. I was like, dang. Separate docks for different factions could be a thing. You know, that would actually also be a nice idea. Separate docks for your factions. Each faction has its own dock. I could see that. Actually, you know what would get annoying would be if you wanted to spend gems to increase your dock space. See, under the current system, your gems, if you increase the dock space, you get all dock space for any ship. But if you would have to... I'm wondering if they would separate the dock space for different factions. I hope they wouldn't. That would be an interesting prospect. Interesting prospect. Let's see, 590 dock space. Have you talked about the new UR? Well, I mentioned it being revealed in my new video. I've not really talked about it, mainly because I don't know the skills. Apparently, someone in the Reddit found the skills out, and oh, by the way, apparently someone in my Noriko, I think, was the one who also found a way to read the skills. I have not read the skills, so I don't know Bismarck Zaway's skills, but she seems very powerful. It's like I've just talked about discovering the new UR. I have not talked about any of her performance ability. Silent Hour. It are always the pesky elites that do me in. Really? So, oh, you mean at the build. So when you're trying to build a ship, the pesky elites are the ones that, you know, soak up all your resources to get. I see. For me, I would say most of the ones that have done me in have been SSR ships. Yeah, there have been actually, okay. Now that after that horrible implacable roll, I have to add UR ships to that too. I almost always get the elite ships very early. Yeah, actually, that implacable event. UR. That was the worst UR. Actually, that was the worst event I've ever had. I'm going to live stream, or maybe not live stream, but film video and post video of all my rolls to get Bismarck 2. So, yeah, if this is painful, you're all going to see it. If you see me suffering, you're all going to be able to watch. See, they haven't missed when it comes to the URs. That's true, RJX. See. Yep, pretty much. Jan Kowalski says, I've evolved past the worries about gacha rolls. I'm sitting at 550,000 coins and 1,400 cubes. And that's despite having to pity multiple URs. Dang. I don't know how long you've been playing, but you are extremely well stocked for the coming events of this year, Jan Kowalski. Shoto, when the official account tweeted the New Jersey skin and said she would grace our dock soon, boy was I excited. I was too. I was too. But at the same time, you know what's funny? My immediate thought was, you mean to tell me Jersey gets another skin and Anchorage does not get one? And then they announced the Anchorage skin, and I was like, okay, we're good. Everything is right with the world. We're fine. Francisco Cuesta says the SSR banners, like the Venus Vacation collab, are the worst. Actually, yeah, the collabs, when it comes to SSRs for collabs, those ships haven't been good to me either. Dang. Shoto says, I will gladly watch you pull. Matter of fact, I'll pull with you. That would be cool. Well, I think maybe I'll stream that. In that case, maybe I'll stream it. I was definitely planning on making a video, but I don't know. Maybe I could just stream this and then turn the stream into a video later. Silent Hour. If a ship likes you, she will fill up your dock space fast. That's what I'm saying. I hope Bismarck II just, let this be one of the URs that likes me, because Implacable sure as AF did not like me. Implacable was evil. She was like, no. Pity roll to the end. Gompoy, hello Gompoy, how are you today? Says, I'm on the same boat with Implacable. I got 3 Yorktown, 2 without hitting the 400 pulls mark. Implacable had to get 400. Dang. I think Yorktown 2 cost me 120 rolls. That's a fair amount. See, got Yorktown 2 in the first pull, so I had to buy her that swimsuit skin as a gift. Okay. I understand. Jan Kowalski says, oh, and I also have just over 1 million coins in mails. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm really lacking right now is coin. Because I have cubes. I do not have coins. That's what I should work on right now, actually. Yeah, I need to get more coins. Yeah, I really need to get more coins. Okay, this is something that has been brought to my attention that I need to remedy immediately. After this clearing out of this place. Azure Lane is the only game where I don't touch my mail. Hybris says, maybe she'll like you better if you learn how to pronounce her name correctly. Oh, ha, ha. Ha. Okay, my pronunciation is lacking, admittedly. I'm working on that. Bismarck is how I've heard Germans call her that. Unless it's Zway. How is Zway pronounced? If that's messed up, let me know. Anyway. I meant 400 cube mark. 200 pulls, my bad. Oh, so you took 400 pulls. Or 200 pulls, but 400 cubes. Ah. Yeah, that's a lot of cubes. A lot of cubes and a lot of gold just gone. Damn, Hybris. See, Silent Hour says, my worst pulls were Kronk and Musashi. Pity. Ulrich and New Jersey really liked me. New Jersey really liked me too. And I was like, that must be the patriotic connection. Hybris says, here, try Bismarck Zvi. So I have been pronouncing it wrong. So it's not Zwei. It's Bismarck Zvi. Okay. I will pronounce it from now on as Bismarck Zvi. Zvi. Bismarck Zvi. Okay. Henai Kimono says, I have 380 cubes right now. Hope I won't have to get this far. That's a good amount to have for a UR event. You'll be fine. And you could probably get those next 20 cubes during the event. So you'll be good. Jan Kowalski says, just call her Bismarck 2. Zvia means 2. Okay. Wait. So Silent Hour says Zvia means ZY. So Zwei. Bismarck Zwei. Francisco Cuesta Zvia. Sorry, foreigners. I only freedom. Yes. Francisco. I understand you, man. I only freedom. Yes. Hybris. I tried, guys. So wait, is Zwei? My pronunciation. Here's the thing. Everybody bear with me. My pronunciation of foreign words is bound to be terrible. Shoto's laughing at me. Ha. And Silent Hour, that's a lot better. So, Zwei. Okay. Bismarck Zwei. I'll remember that. Bismarck Zwei. I think I'll just start calling her Bismarck too now. I'll just let you all know my pronunciation. I have the most American pronunciation of words you will probably ever hear. I grew up in California with Hollywood and all them and in a Hollywood they have been mispronouncing accents for years because they're all actors. So please bear with me. I am but a humble Los Angeles native. The why. I will remember that though. I am trying my best. Oh, so Hybris says TS equals Y. Jan Kowalski says TZ equals Phi. I am confused. Wait. Phi way or Zwei way? Zwei. I'm gonna butcher this. I just let you know. Just bear with me, please. Y'all are. I am but a humble Californian. Oh wait, I'm missing something. Wait, which one of these do I need to get? That one. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Bismarck's Bismarck's skin does look really nice being a one-piece swimsuit, as you said. Yeah, you know it's weird. I have actually, so let's say I go to a swim pool, which I haven't done in many years, but when I do, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, when a woman wears a one piece, I actually find her generally, not always, but generally, just a little bit more attractive than the bikini. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, Shoto says, looked it up on Google and it says Z-Way. And I'm going to mess that up if I try to pronounce it. TSV. I don't know how accurate that is. So Zwei. Zwei. Someone is watching this that is German, and they're just like, you are butchering my language. Hybris. That's too advanced. Baby steps. See. Francisco says, yes, thank you for your service. It was my pleasure. And pronunciation is arbitrary. The Japanese pronunciations are hardly accurate to ship name etymology either. Oh, well, that's good. That makes me feel better. If the Japanese are butchering this, and I'm butchering this, we butchered this as a team. Oh, just watched a vid on how to pronounce it. Pretty simple. Oh, okay. I need to look this up because I don't want to mispronounce. I hate mispronouncing things. I want to mispronounce. Not mispronounce. I don't want to mispronounce things. I need to look this up. I need to brush up on German. Let's see. My worst pull was Musashi as I didn't get her and I used most of my cubes. That is a rough pull. Yes, Japanese is notorious for mispronouncing foreign words. So Shoto says, from listening to a YouTube video, I see it at Zwei. So, Zwei. Okay. Zwei. That sounds kind of German, I guess. Another one says, One Piece suit team assemble. Honestly, I can live with that pronunciation of Zwei or Zwei. If you fix your yandere. Man, yondir or yandere? I've heard it pronounced yandere and yondir at the same time. And it's a Japanese word. I need to see how the Japanese pronounce the word yandere. Anyway, Google says it's sway to pronounce zway. Oh, gee. Yondir. Bruh. I have heard it called both yondir and yandere. I've heard it called both of that by many people. This is going to be a whole stream about my pronunciations, isn't it? Man. I've not been to a pool or beach in a long time. Are One Pieces more rare than bikinis? Yes, they are now, actually. Okay, so here's the thing. I have been to many beaches and many pools. And I've been also to some water parks. And now it seems like almost all the girls are wearing, like, you know what I mean. Like, it seems like all the women now wear, like, bikinis. And One Pieces, to me, were always, like, wholesome. Like, I was there with my lady, actually, and she wears a one piece. I don't know. It's sort of like, what the principle is, what was that? Less is more, I guess. You know what I mean. Less is more. Just a thought. Says, right, it says, right? Why are we speaking German? As a Pole, I am very distressed. Understandable. You would be distressed from German, yes. Understandable. See, both wrong. And he's pronounced it. OG pronunciation stream. You know, you're all just going to be sitting here trying to get me to pronounce words and laughing when I mispronounce him. I'm not going to be your entertainment for that kind of entertainment. I refuse to do that kind of stream. Please say, oh, wait, hold on a second. Gregorz Brzęczykiewicz. That is from a movie called How I Started World War II, and that's also a Polish movie. And that scene is hilarious. You are never you're never too old. I'm guessing that's you're never too old to learn new stuff. This is true. Bro, Ritus, don't torment him. Jan Kowalski, I have seen that movie. I have seen that movie. How I Started World War II. Right? Do you want to torture the man? Well, here's the thing: is I actually saw that movie and I saw how he pronounced it in the movie. So okay, so Grzegorz Brzęczykiewicz is from a Polish movie called How I Started World War II, and in it, it's about a Polish soldier who believes that his antics started World War II, and you follow him, and he's basically the equivalent of Polish Captain America. He's like Polish. He's like Captain Poland. Like if Poland had their own Captain America, it would be this guy. And in the movie, his name is Franek Dulles. And Franek has a very interesting life because he spends almost the entire war trying to hide from the Germans and inadvertently fighting the Germans. That movie is funny. I would recommend, okay, if all of you want to see a good World War II movie and you haven't seen one in a long time, I would recommend How I Started World War II. That's a good movie. Or a good series of movies, actually, because there's 3 parts of it. So, Helmut says, so how do you pronounce Sundir? Just curious. I pronounce it Sundir. Or maybe say, I will not get that, Ritus. I will not get that. I can't even begin to pronounce, to try pronouncing that long Polish word. I will not get that. I'll just butcher that. I'm going to skip that one. Anyway, Shoto says, ain't no way. Right, it says, I'm not even sure I spelt that right, but oh well. Yeah, I would butcher that. But, so I would recommend How I Started World War... Oh, by the way, there's, How I Started World War II is on YouTube for free. And, it's on YouTube for free with English subtitles. I watched it on YouTube for free, and it was one of the best YouTube experiences I've ever had. Yeah, I was like, dang, and Franek Dulles goes through some very interesting stuff during World War II. I was like, dang, I feel bad for Franek Dulles. This is like, I mean, you know, Captain America had it rough. Captain Poland, who I consider Franek Dulles to be, also had a very rough World War II experience. I mean, at least, here's the one thing, is the difference between Captain Poland and Captain America is Captain Poland at least got the girl at the end of it all. See, Captain America, he just got stuffed in an ice cube and had to wake up, you know, 70, 80 years later before he got a girl. Captain Poland, Franek Dulles, he got that girl right after the war ended. He was like, dang, I've seen some stuff. Life could end at any moment. I need to make some babies. Go Franek Dulles. Like I had a brief disconnect and a reconnection. Okay, so it looks like I had a very brief disconnect and then OBS reconnected. Okay, you know what this means? It's probably my router. Anyway, where was I at? Right, it says Dokładnie. I don't know what Dokładnie means. Shota says, hey OG, ever heard of the game Last Origin? It's a very, very, very culture game. No, but I need to add that to the list now. As I happen to be a man of culture. I happen to be a man who is a connoisseur of culture. Culture is, in fact, I would say, my specialty. I am an expert on culture. Right, it says, Ayo, Poland moment in the chat. Silent Hour says, yep, same. Okay, so. Dokładnie means exactly. Okay. So I have learned some new Polish today. Dokładnie means exactly. Okay, I will remember that. Culture means more skins. Last Origin has incredible skins. Okay, you've gotten me already into taking a look at Last Origin. I'll take a look at this Last Origin. I need to, for research purposes only, as always. Because I am a man of very intense research and culture. I'm a man of understanding. I'm a man who understands culture needs to be researched, sometimes very in-depth and up close and personal. Shoto says, Last Origin has incredible skins. Absolutely phenomenal. Even the default skin. Okay, so you're all mentioning this game to me. And I'm like, okay, Last Origins. I'm adding it to my list. Okay. Soon deer equals soon deer, I think. Or is that tsundere? I have heard both. Oh, wait. I need to move. I have heard both soon, like dere, the deer, pronounced at the end of soon deer. I've heard some people pronounce it soon deer. Just like I've heard some people pronounce yondeer as yondeer. And I've heard some people pronounce that word as yandere. But someone in my chat mentioned it's yandere. So I've been pronouncing it that way. But maybe that's off. Got to question everything. No, let me see. Okay, this one. I've been collecting gold parts religiously, mainly because I don't know if what I'm wondering is, are we going to get some new gear with Bismarck II? I'm just going to call her Bismarck II. Are we going to get some new gear with Bismarck II? And if so, is it a rainbow gun? I must know. Y'all are talking Polish in my chat here. I am but a humble English-speaking American. So RJX says, soon de re and Yan de re is fine. Source, learned Japanese for many years. Okay, so it is yandere. And it's tsundere, because I've heard it pronounced soondeer. OG, please stop with the deer. Oh. This whole stream is going to be about me butchering words from other languages. I'm just going to butcher all the words. You remember the movie Inglourious Bastards? Arrivederci. I'm just saying, look, guys, please go easy on me. Go easy on me with pronunciations. I'm a humble human. Shoto, it's dere. Deer equals dear A, but spoken softly. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to ask. Do you got a Discord server? I do. I need to post that. I need to post my Discord in the my Discord is just called OG Investigators server. Okay, I need to post my Discord. Hold on a second. Okay, no, wait. I'll post it in a second. Yeah, a rainbow DD gun. We're getting a rainbow DD gun. I am so glad I stocked up on gold gun parts. Research is all you can do when reading an untranslated H comic. That is interesting. That you know what's funny? I have a friend of mine who learned Japanese, and he learned it exclusively almost from H comics. And I could not help but shake my head at this guy like that is the most determined, dirty reason for learning I've ever seen. I cannot fault the man, though. Cannot fault a dude. Right, it says, let's teach OG some hardcore Polish word. Oh, hell no. Not now. I need to take some Polish classes. Says they both have the same syllables, so it is not pronounced as deer. Honestly, just do you. Buongiorno. Yes, Francisco, you get it. Buongiorno. Jojo taught me Italian. Gimme. Vendetta Sebastian. Oh, welcome, some Vendetta Sebastian. How are you today? Says, not the John Deere. Silent hour about time. Right, it says, Discord nice. Your friend is a legend. You know, I always thought that was funny. So I was like, you mean to tell me? Because I was asking him about Japanese, that like, because he knew Japanese. I was like, man, how did you learn Japanese? And he was, he would give me these, like, he gave me 3 contradicting answers. And then when I confronted him about it once when we were out having a beer, I was like, bruh, you didn't learn no Japanese from that. Tell me, how did you really learn Japanese? Be honest. And he's like, I learned it because the comics were so nice. And I said, what comics? And he goes, you know, the comics. And I said, no, I don't know what comics. But I have a feeling they sound, if you know about them, and I know what kind of guy this is. I was like, if you know about them, they sound very naughty to me. He goes, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I was like, damn. Holy crap. Friend is that DD gun is getting added to Gear Lab though. So it's a rainbow DD gun that's getting added to Gear Lab. Oh, well, that's kind of, why spend points? Why spend event shop points on it if it's getting added to the lab? Well, we'll see how that gets introduced. That's too much culture. I ask you, is there such a thing as too much culture? It's a good question to ask. You know what I mean? Not now, but definitely later, says Ritus. Oh, you're going to try and teach me some Polish words. All you were going to witness is a butcher of the Polish language for a very long time. I'm going to try my best. But I'm going to let you know, it ain't going to be easy. I have nothing but utter respect for your friend. Oh, man. You know what's funny is this was years ago, and this was when like H comics almost exclusively, at least a lot of them almost exclusively came out in Japanese. So he wanted to know, and I'm like, I actually can understand just having the determination to want to know what they're saying. You got to have that determination. The comics. You learn with what you have. I agree. I agree with that too. Free gun, I guess. You know, I guess that's true. I guess that's true if you grind it for all the points it's worth. And then you just take all You know, I could see the benefits after you've bought everything else in the shop. You just buy the gun because you have the points to do so. See, weren't you planning to coin farm, good sir? You know, I probably should. I was planning to coin farm. Actually, that's probably what I really should put my priorities on right now. I'm just obsessed over getting as many gold parts as I can. It's like an addiction. I have so many gold parts, I don't know what to do with them. See, reminder to post your Discord server. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me just get that real fast. I'm going to set this on auto. Okay, I'm going to get my Discord server real fast for you. Oh, wrong button. Hold on a second. Going right to... Okay. Tell me if you can see this, guys. I'm about to post it in the chat. Okay, there we go. I got it. Okay, I've posted my Discord server in the chat now. I really do need to coin farm. I need to coin farm so bad. I'm broke in this game. See, yeah, I have memes to post. Anyone else find OpSci a bit too mandatory for unlocking 2 metafights a day? You know, here's the thing. When Operation Siren... So, I've been playing this game since 2019. And when Operation Siren first came out, everybody was excited. Everybody. I need to move my leg here for a second. Everybody was excited. And I was excited. But now it does feel... just a tad bit too grindy, I guess. It feels like Operation Siren has been a little bit too grindy, but at the same time, I still do it. It's like, I still do it because I want the gold. The gold parts, I mean. Vendetta Sebastian says, like the gun isn't the most important in that event. I want to know the stats of this gun. This destroyer gun. If it's a Rainbow DD gun, I may absolutely use and abuse the crap out of it, because I do use destroyers quite a bit. Oh, wait. Is the Rainbow gun better than the Italian semi-armor piercing destroyer gun? That's the real question. Because that Italian gun is an absolute beast. Henai Kimono says, with Operation Siren not working right for me, it being buyable by event points is nice. Ah, okay. Jan Kowalski. I've skipped the last 3 meta ships, so nah. So now I'm still diligently doing them. Yeah, I still do the Operation Siren events. Mainly because you get so many gold parts for them. If you want a good, if you want to upgrade anything, any equipment that is Rainbow equipment to plus 13, you absolutely need to do Operation Siren. Dr. Swiss Respect says, hello, Mist OG. Hello, Dr. Swiss Respect. Yeah, you have the same picture as Noriko. It's me, Noriko, by the way, if you remember. Oh, what's up, Noriko? See, Silent Hour says, yeah, that's how I feel. Still playing Opsai each day. Some days I really want to skip it, though, but cannot. Skip it if you don't have time. If it does not have to be a job. Yeah, that's true. I do it mainly for the gold parts, but that's because, okay, so here's the thing. I am really, really hoping, and my hopes have been kind of dashed this upcoming event, that we are going to get a rainbow fighter. Like a UR fighter. And I was hoping that UR fighter would be the ME-262. Because the Messerschmitt 262 was like the first, it was the first production combat jet. And in World War II, that is a, I'm guessing that it would be good if it was introduced in Azur Lane. Yes, I do remember you, Noriko, by the way. Shoto says, Opsai is just boring to me. You know, the grind of Opsai can be boring. That's why I almost always do it on auto. But at the same time, I have gotten so much gold from all the Opsais I have done. I can now upgrade virtually anything I want in the game to plus 13. It's like I don't regret doing it. Man, this is taking forever. See, Noriko says, I level up my Nelson to 90 for retrofit. Hopes are high that she gets at least usable. I have my Nelson at level 120, and I am excited for this retrofit because she was one of the ships I didn't discard at level 120. She is the first ship I ever oathed. No. Enterprise is the first ship I oathed. Nelson is the second. Yeah. And Ikamono says, with Vestal Meta, I truly fear how bad her story might be. Yeah, it could be. They could give her a very tragic backstory. That's very true. It's very true. Shoto says, my Nelson was exactly level 90 by surprise. I'm ready for that retrofit. Yeah, I started. Nelson was one of the first battleships I got, and she helped carry me through the early game for my second fleet. Because I've almost always, I've almost always played Azur Lane with one American fleet as my boss fleet and one British fleet as my mob fleet. Like almost always. My first oath was a Magi. Oh, okay. You know, she was very good in PvP for a very long time. She was killing it. Nowadays, everything is about auto. Nelson, Shoto says, Nelson was my battleship when she was mine too. Like, Nelson was the first battleship I got that could actually, in the early game, could actually like hold her own against most of the enemies. I'll just say I was very happy with Nelson, and I used her almost for every fight up until I got better battleships, mainly from the PR section. So I'm actually very interested to see how this retrofit will go down. Uh-oh. Damn whirlpools. Yeah, I need to farm some coins right now. I should switch to farming coins. Okay. My German's mob and my Japanese is... Okay, that is actually also an understandable mix because, you know, some of the Germans have some very good mob ships, especially Magdeburg. But the Japanese... especially the UR backline, which is Musashi, Hakuryu, and Shinano. It's a very powerful and very good boss killer fleet. Actually, wait. I'm going to check on my Nelson, just to be sure. Well, that was a lot of rewards I needed to collect. Anyway, I'm going to check on my Nelson. Where's my Nelson? Yeah, now y'all are seeing what ships I have oathed at, or up to level 120, or have oathed. Y'all just wandering through my dock space. There we go. Here's Nelson. See, I have her oathed, and I have her at level 120. So, this retrofit is gonna be wild. At least for me. I will be happy to see what this retrofit does to Nelson. Also, I'm going to make her my secretary in advance. There we go. Say, oh, whoops. Say, my first oath was Laffy. She was a good ship to oath, I think, because she was, if you got her as a starter, oathing her pretty much, like, your starter always gets leveled up higher than every other ship at the beginning. So, she would have been a very good Vanguard ship. Trying not to spend gold. See, I use KMS and US as boss fleet, IJN and Royal for mob fleet. Oh, no, wait. I missed one. Noriko says, my first oath was Turpits. Still not regret. She's my queen. Also disappointed for no Turpits too. You know, you might get a Turpits too. You might get a Turpits too. Be careful what you wish for, because it just might come to pass. I came in here looking for something, and I forgot what it was. I'm just going to set up a mob fleet. Or a fleet that I can level up for coins. This is what I was leveling up earlier. Although I never used Little Eugen. See, my first oath... Oh, wait. My first and second oaths were Hammond and Queen Elizabeth. So a Sundir and a Himidir. Duray. My first oath was Taiho Muse. Didn't even realize it wasn't the real one. It's all good. It's all good, Hybris. Noriko says I have 200k coins, plus 12k in storage, plus 9k in my mail, and 1,400 cubes. I'm ready, Bismarck. Come home again. Yeah, you have way more weapons and equipment than I have. You have way more resources, because all I got is 10k gold. I have a bunch of oil. And then let me see how much equipment I got for this. Resources, I mean. See, I've been racking up a lot of these gold parts, so I can upgrade almost anything except for a Rainbow AA gun, because I just upgraded a Rainbow AA gun. And I have 665 cubes, so I'm good. Ahem. Okay, so does retrofitting a ship at level 90 increase the awakening cost? No. As far as I've seen, no, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to just start at 8-2 and see how this fleet does. Even though it might be overpowered. I could do better than that. Hang on a second. 10-2. See how this fleet does. Okay. Just for farming gold. This might be overkill. Possibly overkill. Highly possibly overkill. Shoto says, excellent. Retrofitting is always expensive, but if you want to hit that 100%, you got no choice. 350k coins and 640 cubes. I'm ready for you, Bismarck. These were for New Jersey. Very, you know, a lot of people were stocking up for New Jersey. And they're going to get Bismarck too. But the real question is, will they have enough to get New Jersey afterwards? I don't know. Still no Wyvern. You should be able to do 12-4, no problem. With this setup, I mean, my little Eugen will probably not survive. I'm mainly, so I have Implacable Oathed. I don't have her affinity up to level 200. So that's why I've been sorting Implacable. Once her affinity gets up to 200. You know, I probably could go much higher and do 12-4 with no problem. I'll take a look at this. I now have tea, which is excellent to drink. I grind my coins on 13-4, 12-4 hard mode each day, every day. You know, I have been trying. Hang on a sec. I need to move. See if I can get more comfortable. Take this pillow out from my back. This is terrible. Okay, wait. I'm going to grab this pillow and see if I can just put it right here. Getting comfortable in this spot is not as easy as it looks. Okay, this feels acceptable. I think USS New Jersey. Oh, hello, John Chris Figueroa. I think USS New Jersey rerun is in July, like IJN Shinano. Is she getting rerun? You know, I could have swore. Here's the thing: is I don't know when it's going to be now, because I thought for sure this next event was actually going to be the rerun. And now I'm like, oh, they're throwing all kinds of things at us to avoid giving us the New Jersey rerun. I'm wondering what the reasoning is behind all this. They're like, give them anything except New Jersey rerun. Give it to them later. See, I think... Oh, wait. Do the UR reruns have a pity system as well? Hybris. Oh, yes, they do, Hybris. They have tickets. So basically, instead of needing exclusively gems, you get tickets to re-roll, and your ticket can pass as a gem. Or not a gem, a cube. Excuse me. Not gems, cubes. So instead of using like a cube or 2 cubes for a roll, and some gold, you just use a ticket. So each ticket gives you a new roll. But it will not guarantee you get New Jersey from that roll. Shenano already got a rerun. Oh, that's true. Yeah. They are milking that New Jersey into a... Yeah. You know, that's what I'm wondering. Shoto says it's like they don't want money. You know what I'm wondering is this. What if they introduced the New Jersey rerun right after a major UR event? Wouldn't that be just an evil move? Like, you spent all your gems and cubes trying to get, like, let's say we spend all our gems and cubes trying to get Bismarck 2. Literally right after Bismarck 2, the New Jersey rerun starts. If I was a dev and I was evil, that's exactly what I would do. Build up all this hype around the event. Just be like, oh, you got Bismarck 2? That's great. You only got one shot to get New Jersey now. This is why I cannot be in charge of gacha games. I would be pure evil. Shoto, they didn't want money from the DOA collab. The lineup was poor. Tamaki's skin wasn't even L2D. True shame. Her skin was nice though. Even for not an L2D skin, Tamaki's skin was pretty nice. I liked Tamaki's skin. That sounds like an EA move. You know, you're absolutely right. It totally does. Which EA was criminal. They will about 3 months or 2, maybe. At least they will give us a buffer for it. I hope so. Goldhorn. It's nice to meet you, Goldhorn. How are you today? But yes, I hope they give a buffer for the New Jersey event. Even though I already have New Jersey. So it's not something I'm particularly obsessed about. But I understand the guys that are. Like, there's no shame. You guys you got one shot to get that New Jersey ship. That is America's ass. See, OG, what are some mid-game weapons to grind for? Still pretty new to the game. I just made it to 11-1 main story. Mid-game weapons to grind for. Okay, so here's the thing about me. When it comes to mid-game, the number one thing I really wanted was the hydraulic steering. So get as many hydraulic steerings as you can get. And those will come from research mostly. I'm trying to think of immediate mid-game weapons off the top of my head. So for destroyers, the American destroyer gun, the twin 127mm, that's a good gun for mid-game if you're still in the middle of the game. If you can get any, I don't know what events you got from, or what weapons you got from events, but almost always weapons you get from events should take a priority over the older stuff you get. I would also say this, if you want to check my gear guide reviews, I've actually made like gear equipment guides that are just like a page long and just have pictures on them in my community tab. So if you want to go to my community tab and scroll down, you can see my like recommended equipments for each weapon or each ship class and if you should get them. Yeah, I would say my gear guide tabs from my or my gear guide videos. I show you which weapons are the best for most recommended scenarios. RJX says, I accidentally bought Tamaki's skin, but now I think of it as a happy accident. That is the happiest of accidents. That was not an accident. That was fate. That was the universe. That was the universe coming to tell you you need this skin. Gacha games would make record profit and record player dissatisfaction under your control. Maybe. It's possible. Highly possible. I would walk away from a gacha game a very rich man. Goldhorn says, I'm good. I'm glad. That's good. Chris Figueroa says, all my gems is for my doc. Haha. Hope I can buy a skin. I mean, that's not a bad space of gems. In fact, that's the best thing to use gems on is dock space. Skins is probably... Here's the thing. I wouldn't say it's the least bad. It's the least likely to help you continue playing the game, though. There we go. I already have New Jersey, so haha, get good, kids. Just rubbing it in their faces, aren't you, Noriko? See, I got 600 cubes, so I'll not go less than 300 cubes. Yes, you're right. It's indeed American favorite. That is America's ass. I'm telling you. As far as I'm concerned, New Jersey is America's ass. Or New Jersey has America's ass. The Purple BB Battleship Maine. I could do better, a better level than this. Let me try 12-4 with this fleet and see if they work. Actually, she's not even equipped with the right planes. Okay, hold on a second. Who can spare a Rainbow Dive Bomber? I'm going to go with Chekhov. Also Chekhov. Okay. Any second now. Hope we get another New Jersey Mark 7 gun. That is really the best gun in the game, as far as I'm concerned. I really hope we get a second one, too. They're got other Iowa guns in New Jersey rerun. If players got a gear already. Ben Horchak says, okay, thank you for the great gear tips. Or great tips, man. No problem. I'm happy to provide tips on Azure Lane. Let's see. Dr. OG. That's OG's server joined today. Hello, Noriko. Hyber says, what? How is dock space better than Taiho skin? I was just saying the dock space helps you continue. It's the wisest decision to spend your gems on because you get, it helps you keep playing the game further. I never said the dock space was better than Taiho skin. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Taiho skin is Taiho skin. As well as New Jersey's swimsuit skin. And Anchorage's skin. Which is Anchorage's skin is my favorite out of these new swimsuit skins. That Taiho is amazing. Yeah, I'll just say that Taiho skin made me pause for a moment. I was like, well, I'll be damned. See, I got Shinano 2 times. New Jersey's both oath. You oath New Jersey twice. And Shinano, I guess. That's a lot of oath rings. For 2 ships. Yes, gems for Doc is a wise move if you are free to play. You see ship about 660 units. Skins are least likely to make you continue playing. Bro, the main reason I come back here is so I can head pat my rune and see her sweet smile. Okay, so here's the thing. I did not say likely. I said help you keep playing the game. Because, you know, if you run out of dock space, you can't collect new ships. It's the wisest. I did not say it was the best. I did not say it was... Okay, so here's the thing. The skins would actually make me want to play the game more, maybe. I did not say it would... Buying the skin or buying dock space instead of the skins would make you feel good. Because I would say the skins definitely feel better than the dock space. I have bought a couple skins, and I don't regret any of those purchases. I'm just saying, if you are a free-to-play player and you want to spend your gems on the maximum amount of utility you can to keep playing the game, the dock space is probably best. But for sheer feel-good reasons, the skins are better. Skins are way better. Are you drinking tea? Yes, I am drinking tea. I am drinking tea, and it is a mint flavored tea that's good for the stomach. Goldhorn says, I'm playing AI, or I'm playing AI about 1 month. I'm guessing, or that's AL. 1 month in the new server. The reason I'm playing AL is because for the waifu collection 100%. Hey, I'm just gonna say, in my humble opinion, Azur Lane is the best waifu collection game on any mobile app. Azur Lane waifu collection beats out literally any other game I've ever seen. This is the best waifu collection game ever made. That's just my humble opinion. Very humble opinion, by the way. That is probably right. That was very hard accomplished for F2P. See, Taiho gives you good feeling down there. That's important. You know, I can't disagree with that, Noriko. I cannot disagree with that. Sometimes, for you it's Taiho. For me, it's Biloxi. Which I am really hoping. I am really, really hoping Biloxi gets a nice retrofit. But I did buy her skin. And I did buy Bismarck's skin also. And the one skin that I have not bought that I was seriously thinking of buying was Implacable's teacher skin. I like that skin. Yeah, the oaths weren't a waste. Yes, I have never regretted oathing any ship so far either. I'm waiting for the free oath ring to oath my IJN Hakuryu. She is also a good ship to oath. Like, for instance, one ship I oathed that is mostly useless for the role that I have no regrets of is North Carolina. I oathed my North Carolina despite literally every other battleship practically outclassing her in every way that matters. Even though, in real life, she kind of should be better in the game than she is. I happen to like North Carolina quite a bit. I was like, I know she's probably going to be useless for a very long time. I still oathed her. No regrets. Zero regrets. Would be nice if the oath skins were L2D. That would be nice. That would be very nice. There's some ships that don't have oath skins, that deserve oath skins, that I really think should be L2D. Biloxi. Yeah. Says, don't be humble, you are right. He's speaking facts. Preach into the choir. Lol. Okay, we are in agreement on this very important matter. This is good. This is good. Biloxi oath skin when? That is my ultimate question, Noriko. She is the one ship I want to get either a retrofit or a oath skin. Or a nice augment. Gosh. Biloxi has fallen by, like, okay, so in terms of actual, like, usability, I hate to admit it, but Biloxi has now fallen behind. Because she is my favorite waifu in the game, is Biloxi. She's still usable. It's just, in terms of raw performance, she's fallen behind the curve. I'm like, dang. I liked Biloxi a lot. My waifu needs some improvement somehow. Queen Elizabeth retrofit went. She also needs a serious retrofit. Of all the faction leaders, she needs a retrofit the most. Azur Lane versus Genshin. Azur Lane wins low key. Is Genshin a waifu collection game? To me, Azur Lane so far, I've looked at some other waifu collection games, and Azur Lane beat out every one of them by far. It was not even a contest. It says, but still, FGG still my most liking. You like FGG? I could understand FGG because she was one of my favorites for a while too. I liked FGG quite a bit. See, I remember the day like it was yesterday when I saw Bismarck rigging and then some DD rigging, and I was like, WTF Bismarck baby rigging? Unfairness over 9,000. So I'm like, oh my god, now that's a upgrade. Bismarck spreading fear again, as she should. Yeah, her new rigging is a total upgrade. This is the moment of truth right here. I don't know if my make together fleet can actually outdo this 12-4 map. They might not. Oh, they ain't gonna make it now. They definitely ain't gonna make it. Pola is dead. She suffers one hit and it's over. Goodbye, Pola. Oh, yep, that was it. One hit and it's over. See, I guess I can't do 12-4. See, yeah, I'm not feeling that Queen Elizabeth meta. I didn't really like her either. And then Genshin has atrocious rates. You know, I've now heard Genshin has very atrocious gacha rates. I still feel like I should try it, just to say I tried it. I'll take a look at Genshin. But I'm still looking at Honkai Star Rail. That's the next one I'm thinking of getting. But I remember someone saying Genshin Impact comes out tomorrow, so maybe I'll just download it and then stream it tomorrow. And if I don't like that, then I'll move on to Honkai Star Rail. That sounds like a good plan. Okay. Maybe they will give us Queen Elizabeth II. What also bugs me on retro fights is that they force you to use meta ships, and not using your waifu ships you put all your time and effort in. I understand that, man. It's true. It's true. It's factual. It's facts, man. Sometimes you just want your waifu ships to do work. Because they are your waifu. All right, let me downgrade to 12-2 and see if this fleet can handle it. Okay. Genshin won't let you collect anything with those awful rates, Shoto says. They'll let you collect trash weapons, though. You know, the more I hear about this Genshin, the rates in this Genshin game, the less appealing it is to me. Like, this is what I do with a gacha game. If it looks good, but it has alpha rates, I'll play it for like 1 day. If it does not give me something good that I want and will keep and use, throw the whole game away. If it has alpha rates, I'm not going to stick around for that. That's misery. Wait, Queen Elizabeth, the CV version. Dead. Meta ship is trash for me. Oh, Francisco Cuesta, who is your favorite faction besides America, obviously? America. Hands down, America is my favorite faction in this. Go Eagle Union. I am Team Eagle Union all the way. After that, I would say the one I like and use the most is actually Britain. Like the Royal Navy faction. They have some really good mob ships. And so far, whenever I have assembled a Royal Navy faction fleet, they have never let me down. So Royal Navy after that. And then I would say third would be the British faction. Or not the British faction. Third would be the KMS fleet. So Ironblood. And then after that, I would say would be the Russian fleet. And then after that, the French fleet. I don't know. Who knows? Depending on Jade and Bismarck 2, I might up the German faction to the second spot if they're really good and Jade happens to be a healer. I'll use the Ironblood fleet instead of the Royal Navy fleet. See, Bismarck's new rigging is the biggest and most scary ever, made truly worthy for a Queen of the Atlantic. I agree. I liked her new rigging. It's like Mecha King Ghidorah, but Azure Lane style. Bismarck's rigging is just Mecha King Ghidorah, and I love it. Ironblood always got the top tier badass rigging. Yes, they do. Yes, they got their rigging is the best almost always. Yeah, more often than not. Royals work great in OpSci. Yeah, I've been using my Royal Navy fleet in Operation Siren because if you use them with Perseus and Unicorn, you get 2 healers that save you from spending coins and make your fleet virtually invincible. The Royal Navy fleet has been my best fleet in Operation Siren. Best, most usable fleet. See, yes, Royal Navy second. As much of a weeb I am, I would put IJN last. You know, I like the IJN fleet. Okay, I would put it this way. I like them more than the French fleet. But the thing is, when it comes to sheer fun, they are not more fun to use than the Russian fleet to me. Like a fleet of Russian ships is more fun than the IJN fleet. Maybe because the Russian fleet in this game, they have like all these weird mechanics. Most of them geared towards mobbing, but they have all these weird mechanics that sort of you have to try and like puzzle them together. But when you do get them to work together, they're fun. Hope the new BM2 is on New Jersey's level. Ironblood didn't get many strong ships lately. You know what's strange? Ironblood got like more UR ships than most factions, but poor performing than most factions when you try to make them together into a single fleet that works together. So I'm wondering if Bismarck II is actually going to fix that trend. I hope she does. My favorite faction in this game is Ironblood. Shimakaze still obliterates front lines in PvP. Shimakaze is the one ship that has never, like, okay, so let me put it this way. I fail to see in any time in the near future a future where Shimakaze becomes obsolete or in some way is not the best still as far as vanguards go, because Shimakaze is an absolute total beast even after all this time. It's like, go Shimakaze. Noriko says German faction in terms of overall performance is number 1. It's just consistent. I'm guessing you mean number 1 in consistency? They are very consistent. I will give them that. It's just like, here's my thing is, Bismarck in the German faction is just too weak in this game. And I'm wondering if Bismarck II is going to fix that. Because you need like, Bismarck II being the obvious faction buffer is an excellent choice for an Ironblood fleet. She's just kind of the best you got right now. And she's not... Bismarck in the... like, original Bismarck is not that good. She's the original Bismarck is almost exclusively a support ship. Heinz, ironic you say that, seeing how New Jersey will probably fall off after her release from meta setups. Man, if New Jersey falls off, I'm gonna be upset. I like New Jersey a lot. I like the fact that her reign has lasted so long. She is still a reigning champ after all this time. Royal Navy is the weakest faction of the main 4. I don't know. I would say they're weak against bosses, but Royal Navy is definitely, if you use Perseus and Unicorn, to me, they seem to have the best mob fleet out of the entire game. But when it comes to bosses, yeah, Royal Navy doesn't do very well. And when it comes exclusively to bosses and Royal Navy faction fleets, they don't do very well at all. They're good for mobs. Agir is still the best tank hands down. Nah, Anchorage beats out Agir by a hair. Go to any PvP fight and try and see how hard it is for your fleet to kill an Anchorage than an Agir. Anchorage is way harder, and it's because of her smoke screen. Like, her stat-wise, she is a super tank, and then she also comes with a smoke screen, which is like cheating. See, in terms of overall performance, Germany won. IJN... Oh, no, wait. So, Noriko says, in terms of overall performance, Germany, IJN 2... Oh, no, wait. Germany 1, IJN 2, USA 3, Royal Navy 4, Northern Parliament 5, and Italy 6. And, well, then is French. Somehow they exist, too. No one cares at Yostar, thought. It's, oh, you know what's strange? It seemed like Yostar cared about the French, when they first released Richelieu and Joan d'Arc. Those two ships, when they were introduced, they were some of the most top-notch in terms of performance. Does it feel like the devs don't care about France now? Yes. Yes, they do, because all those ships, all the good French ships, all fell behind the power curve, and some have gotten augments, but those augments have not been super good. It's like poor performing in more or less than not. French do have some of the biggest rigging. See, New Jersey plus that bull and hammer skin equals win. Vanguard has entered the chat. Vanguard is, to be fair, okay, so of all the ships in the game, all the UR battleships, I mean, I think Vanguard is the best in terms of utility across the board. Because she actually does, in almost every situation, you will get good performance out of her. And she can beat out almost any boss. With the right equipment, she can take on anything. So, I will say Vanguard is a nice ship. New Jersey plus that bull and hammer skin equals win. Oh, no, wait. PvP meta is Azur, Shima, Kazagumo. Right now. You know, I have beaten many fleets that had Azur, Shima, and Kazagumo. But if that's the meta, I'm interested. I may need to do some PvP fights. Conduct a small investigation. Bullen team solos. I've never done that. I looked at the solo of a Bullen team and I was like, you're just wasting oil. What are you doing? Oopsie daisy. Let's see. Royal has great healer, but to me, the Royal Navy has the best healers. That's why I use them. And that's also kind of why I'm hoping Jade is a healer for the Iron Blood. Because if she's a healer for the Iron Blood, I may not see a reason to use the rest of this fleet. Or use the Royal Navy fleet as much. Prefer using BBs. For some reason, Kazagumo won't work for me. But in Opsai, yep, I use her. Azur and Kazagumo are not in meta in PvP. What are you talking about? I would say every ship needs a retrofit and augment and buffs to stats and all the love and what else. I agree with this, Noriko. I agree with this wholeheartedly. You have no idea how much I agree with this. Implacable has been doing work for bosses too. Implacable is to me one of the best, most flexible ships in this game. I'll put that down. Well, that is it for my tea. See, yeah, lots of old, outdated ships need love, but it takes time and money and the artist's will. You are not wrong. Did we see an Amagi skin on the Chinese live stream? I don't know. They went through it like a bullet train. Those live streams are getting faster. Sort of like, here's the information, slap it down on the desk. Did you get it? And you're just like, and then they'll be like, doesn't matter, take it and go. These devs, they have fun with this stuff. I know, because I would have fun with this stuff too. RJX says, yeah, sure. God bless the artists for this game. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. God bless the artists of Azur Lane. Yeah, she getting one. Yes, bless them. There is for sure an artist in the Azur Lane headquarters who loves feet. You are not wrong, Noriko. You are not wrong at all. I have noticed that too. No, it's just that Chinese streams are fast-paced with less stalling. The Japanese ones are slow and long. Kind of kimono. Bullen should get retros that make them normal units as a joke. Normal as in all... Wait. Normal as in all the stuff a normal ship gets, but still just as bad as they are. I still love how AL puts their money back into the game about artist dishwasher simply paying and permitting most people to go and wash there. Huh. The Thai House swimsuit skin is heaven. The artist needs a bonus for their work. My favorite is the Anchorage skin. Everyone's going nuts over that Taiho skin, by the way. I'm over here just like, go Anchorage. Yep, see, this fleet is killing it. You forgot to change the formation to double line. Okay, I'll need to do that then. Dishwasher is such a great artist. I agree with that a lot. I like Dishwasher's art. Illust is also a good artist. Your little prince is suffering. Yes, she is. But she will endure. This is terrible, I know. That Yatsen skin is good, though. I liked Harbin's skin. Like, she got a new oath skin. Which reminds me, I need to make another video. I need to cover the oath skins. Harbin got an oath skin, and Hermione got an oath skin, and they both look amazing. I'm so glad Anchorage finally gets a skin. People were waiting for that for so long. I was one of them. I was totally one of them. Oh, if Anchorage skin was full frontal, I might be inclined to put her above Tayo. I mean, it would probably be better. I agree with that. Yeah. Every girl has a fave skin. One is better than another. We could talk all day about it. This is true. This is very true. I don't disagree. See, I see mainly people drooling over at Dan, the guy who drew Noshiro. Noshiro, really? See, O Harbin? Yes, Harbin has a good. She got a good O skin. I need to cover it, and I need to cover it in my next video. I feel bad for common and rare ships for not having skins. Some of them have, but most doesn't. Dude, I totally understand that. That's a lot of gold you have there considering there's a UR event coming. Or that's not a lot of gold you have there considering there's a UR event coming. I know. I know, Heinz. I'm behind. I'm so behind on my gold collection. Oh, wait. What just happened? Wait. Okay, so I've never had Nelson as a secretary since I got her in the early game. She got a story update? And she is going full tsundere. Extra on the soon. I have not seen this before. She'll be back later tonight, she says. Suspicious. I don't remember this. Okay. I would have done this one. Acquire 3 tempura. Huh. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I loved the redesign of Northampton. Finally, a reason not to delete her from the dock. China or seeing live showing skins was like seeing full skins made by Valve because of the Steam blur. Get it? Good joke. Do you plan on buying a skin for this new batch? Francisco, I'm thinking of buying Anchorage's skin. That's the one that I'm thinking of buying. Most common and rare ships have free skins. Again, it depends if the artist gives a blank. Lamau. Nelson story lol. Are you really a Nelson enjoyer? You know, I used her in the early game a lot. I never knew she had a story. I didn't keep her as a secretary for long. Fake Nelson enjoyer spotted. I used her in combat in the early game. I don't remember any of this. Nelson is dangerous to walk around while lost in thought. Rodney going straight forward. Well. You sure about just the shoulders? Rodney strikes me as a subtle but naughty ship. Well, how about that? No, okay. Yeah, later tonight for what? That's what I said. I have my Nelson level 125, but I never finished her story. You know, she is actually a solid battleship to level up to 125. I don't have her at level 125 either. There's a bunch of ships with stories I haven't finished. I got so many stories. I CBA doing all of them. Or it can't be doing all of them. I think that's CBA also. Later tonight for what? Later tonight for a battle. Dropping frames. Rest in peace, frames. Frames are dying. You mean like my Dang, I have a lot of ships with stories I haven't finished. So many ships. Enhance the ship 10 times. Okay, that will be very easy to get. One frame per hour. Oh gosh. I hope that's not what's happening here. Let me see this. I hope it's not down at 1 frame per hour. I'm looking around here. I'm like, it looks all right in the... Okay, so it looks all right in the... Let me see this. Okay, it looks all right in my when I check the stream, it looks all right. I hope it's not dying that many frames per hour. That would be miserable. Y'all had me alarmed for a second there. Can't be arsed. Here's the thing is I can't do all these storylines that much either. I'm like, there's so many stories, I just don't want to do them all. At least, here's the thing. I will not do them unless it's for waifus. Actually, wait. I'll upgrade some ships. Let me see. Who do I not have at max spec? Let me try Wakatsuki. Okay, perfect. Say, at least the audio is normal. Audio is good. We be back, boys. Okay. Let me see if the story is what changes the frames. Let me see this. She just couldn't control her feet? It's a very strange way of saying she wants to go see the commander. Okay, when the text goes across, it does look like the frames are changing. Or FPS is lowering or something. I don't know. Yeah, Nelson is a hopeless romantic. She going full soon here. This is strange. This is strange. She crazy. Okay, it looks like it's only the text. When I try and speed up the text, the FPS seems to lower. I do consider Nelson in this game to be a waifu. Sword obtained 20 victories. Oh, I don't have time for all that. Sorry, Nelson. I'm passing on that story. Okay, which of these ships needs a serious... Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. I can make a better... Now that I'm grinding the regular game, I think I could make a better grinding fleet. No, I can't. Never mind. Okay, the one ship I really want to grind to level 120 is Azuma. Are you up to speed on Azur Lane lore, OG? You know, here's the thing. There's some things I missed. Because I just wanted to play the game and grind. I am up to speed on a lot. But there are some things I missed. Lol, sorry, Nelson. A lot of those things involving the lore involve those like storylines. I'm just like, or not the storylines, the character, what is it called? The little character stories. Yeah, see, and that's how I don't do the stories. So I'm guessing, my guy said nope real quick. I was like, here's the thing. It costs oil to do that. And I'm just like, do I really want to spend oil on 20 Nelson battles for a story? Or do I want to spend that oil grinding ships to get fleet tech or master them or, get their affinity to level 200? I'm going to take the latter. And that's how I don't. My guy said nope real quick. I was into the story. I was like, this is going well. And then there's like 20 battles with Nelson. I was like, I'll come back to you later. It's like, I'll come back to you later. Mayo Cat says, I think the only story I finished and I had pain to wait to mate it was Akashi's story. Akashi? I don't think I've done Akashi's story either. Azuma Nyan is great. She took ages to get maxed out back then. I did not take maxing out Azuma really all that seriously. Mainly because when I got Chikuma, I didn't really want to use Azuma that much. I was like, I already have a tank, a main tank that's decent. That's also a good carrier buffer. But now I see that Azuma is still a much better tank than Chikuma. So I was like, I'll just level up Azuma now that I've leveled up all these other ships. Azuma is still one of the best main tanks in the game. Like, even after all this time, she's still a solid main tank. I don't know. I never really cared too much about Azuma. I liked Chikuma better also, so that kind of helps. I really like Chikuma better. Azur Lane got some of the best loading screens in any game I play. Actually, Azur Lane has literally the best loading screens I've ever seen in any game. I cannot think of a single game with better loading screens than Azur Lane. If there is a better game, though, with loading screens better than Azur Lane, let me know in the chat. I'm interested. For research purposes only, of course. Exclusively research purposes only. Y'all know how I roll. You need to go to the story and click on her many times. The story will start there. Or go to the store. Oh, I did that one. Yeah, is that the storyline where you get Akashi? Because I did do that, and I got Akashi. Yeah, I did do that one. I heard that you could get a oath ring from doing that story. That's why I did it, and I got no oath ring. I was like, come on. Nariko says, I like a gear better. A gear to... Okay, so from what I've seen, I think a gear is overall better than Azuma as a main tank, as anything really. And the only Vanguard that's a better main tank than a gear is Anchorage. Kronstadt is a bit better than Azuma, and Brest exists. Kronstadt is definitely a better tank than well, she's a better damage dealer than Azuma, but she is a better tank, I think. A better overall performance. And then Agir is the best. Actually, Anchorage is the best tank of all tanks. And it's all due to her smoke screen. Once her smoke screen activates, and if you give her fast enough torpedoes that she can fire quick and release the smoke screen often, she is the best tank and best at keeping your Vanguard alive. You don't have a Kashi? Oh, I do have a Kashi. I have a Kashi. Akashi was a chore to get, yeah. Yeah. It was Cap no Oathring. Just a cat that takes my gems. Shoto, I totally understand that. You can get rewards by head patting Akashi in the shop consistently for months. It's one of those rewards in Oathring. Agir is the only tank with heavy armor. That's also true. She's the only Vanguard or only large cruiser that benefits from adding the VH armor plating to her. Clear benefit, no weaknesses. Shoto says, just took a look at Biloxi and her skins. I can see the appeal. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you can. Anyway, I may have to end the stream soon, guys. But this was fun. I'm going to be collecting, as you can see, my main goal. My main goal here is to collect as much gold as I can before this event. So I'm going to be farming gold as much as I can because I am short on gold before doing the UR German event. And I need to gather gold. But yes, Shoto, you can see the appeal of Biloxi. She has very clear appeal, especially if you are a man of culture. Or any man of taste, really. Biloxi is my favorite waifu in the game. That scam cat likes to steal gems. She air scammed me many gems. Or air scammed me many gems for me to get Doc 250 slots. Dang. See, I have to upgrade her VH armor. Thanks. Thanks, OG. Good to see you again. Showed a good stream. This has been wonderful. This has been a wonderful stream. It's good to be back. My vacation was very nice. You know, I am glad that I came back well rested, and oh my gosh, they might not survive this. Okay, they did not survive that round. This is 12-4 though. I don't think they'd survive last time. I had high hopes. Okay, next fleet, which will absolutely do the job. Sonara, thanks for the stream, man. It was fun. Like I always say, I'd rather become broke in oil than in credit. You know, I've never heard of that saying, but I kind of like that. I remember joking that Agir is going to have 6th equipment slot, and lo and behold, she was essentially holding VH armor. Yeah, Agir. I have used Agir a lot. She was one of the first, of all the UR ships that are PR ships. She was the first one I immediately was like, oh yeah, I need to level her up to dev level 30 immediately. immediately. And that's exactly what I did. See, yeah, this fleet's killing this map. It's only 4 ships, and they are murdering. Yep, yep. And I credit Vanguard and Plymouth. Very nicely done. Mm-hmm. Very nicely done. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream here, guys. But this has been fun, and I look forward to streaming again. I shall keep, let's see, Genshin Impact in mind and Honkai Star Rail as options for my next stream. And thank you for all those recommendations on animes. I will keep all those anime recommendations in mind because I have a lot of anime to watch. And I'm like, dang, I need to narrow it down. But Boku no Pico, the first episode of Boku no Pico will be my absolute first choice of watching anime when I get around to it. And all of you people saying Boku no Pico is evil, you have only made me, thank you for the warning, but you have only made me want to watch it even more because now I need to know what it's about. So I'm gonna go watch some anime, and then actually I have some stuff to do, but I'll go watch some anime later. And when I come back, I will have told you all what I think of Boku no Pico. At least the first episode, anyway. Oh, there we go. And okay, there we go. Anyway, I must go now. This has been fun. I wish you all a farewell and following seas, my fellow Shikikan.